Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's 6:41, and we are starting our CEC28 January 8th meeting. Thank you for showing up and Happy New Year to everyone. And first and foremost, I'd like to just have our roll call by our wonderful recording secretary, Chantel.
Good evening, everyone. Um, we have first Vice President Lauren Clavin. Present. Second Vice President Jennifer Sobers. He isn't here as yet. Our recording secretary Chantal Chambers is present. Treasurer Alicia Bauer.
Present.
Members Lou Zhao. Annie Koch. Present. Kenya Townsend.
Present.
Takeda Williams.
Present.
Eric Wretch. And President Quentin Mezitin.
Present. Awesome. And next, I would like our Spanish interpreters to please mention themselves and put their information in the chat.
Good evening. This will be the Spanish announcement. Buenas tardes. Para interpretación en español, por favor, llamen al número de teléfono 347-966-4114 y entren el código 671-404-181, símbolo numeral. Por favor, asegúrese de silenciar sus micrófonos en su teléfono y en la reunión de Zoom para evitar interrupciones en la línea de interpretación. Otra vez, ese número de teléfono para interpretación en español es 347-966-4114 y van a entrar el código 671-404-181, símbolo numeral. Gracias. Spanish announcement complete.
Thank you. All right, next, I would like our first Vice President, Laura Clavin, to please mention our rules in the chat.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. I will mention that our chat is open and it will stay open as long as folks are respectful. We reserve the right to remove people from the meeting if they cannot be respectful in the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And we can have members Kenya and well, I was muted, but yeah, so Kenya and Councilmember Kenya and Lou will be monitoring the chat. So please put speak if you would like to speak and public comment in the chat, and we'll be stopping that at 7:30. If you have anything to say or any compliments, please put speak in the chat by 7:30. We'll be taking notes. And next, I would love the principals. Any principals here, please put in front of your name P, so it'll be easier for us to acknowledge you when we get to that part. So principals, please put a P in front of your name so we can find you later to acknowledge all the great work you do. And outside of that, Happy New Year. Thank you for showing up, not just for us, but showing up for yourselves. I know that we all had a phenomenal break from school, and just like you, some of me didn't want to come back, but then part of me was like, I want these kids out of the house, so I had to just take which one felt better, which was putting these kids back in school and then coming back. So I definitely want to resonate with that. And this month, going from last month, we have a lot of holidays to celebrate. So even before I want to talk about these holidays, within the last break that we had, I want to acknowledge all the work that the council members here have been doing behind the scenes. And as you already know in the emails, our phenomenal administrative assistant. Like, we are parent leader volunteers, and we are consistently doing the best we can to hold such a high standard in this district to keep the greatness and make it greater. And we do not mind, with smiles on our faces, working overtime throughout the weekends, nights, early mornings. And I just want to say thank you, council members. You guys are appreciated, valued, and noticed. I notice you, the city notices you, the community, the other districts notice us because we hold that standard. So I just want to say thank you for all the work you do. And it's seen and it's noted and appreciated. And even before I get to the holidays, I just want to give a shout out, just in case she has to go, to Dr. Hall. Dr. Hall sent us a very, very nice email saying how she's gotten promoted to something even greater. But we couldn't just have her come to this meeting and know that she's leaving and not just give us that last bit of energy. Dr. Hall has been like one of the first people to ever like always unmute to acknowledge when parents are throwing dirt on something in this community. She's always here to correct and support and help out. So when you're throwing your stuff in the chat in the most respectful way, Dr. Hall, she responds in the most respectful way, and she solves problems. Ever since I met her being on this council last term, the first meeting I had some concerns, she hit me up privately. She was like, "You email that to me," and we addressed it the next day. And I always appreciated her discipline, her responsibilities, and just her expertise in wanting to help us stay great and helping our community and our leaders, parent coordinators, parents always get what they need. So, Dr. Hall, if you don't mind, please just, thank you for all you do, just for me and council.
Thank you, President Middleton, and thank you to our wonderful D28 Council. District 28, how are you? It's so good to see all of the warm, familiar faces, to be back with community, with each of you in our January meeting. Again, President Middleton and the council, thank you for your warm wishes. I want to say to Superintendent Blake, thank you for your partnership throughout my nearly 3 years in District 28 as Deputy Superintendent. It has been a highlight of my career to work in District 28 alongside you, Dr. Blake, alongside the district team, Dr. Benoit, our Executive Director, Vic, our Chief of Staff, all of the entire team, our principals that I worked very closely with throughout my time in D28, and again to President Mezzatine, the CEC members, the parents across our district, the teachers in our district, the families, thank you. And one of the things that I can say unequivocally is that CEC28 works together. Like, we bring the hard questions, like President Mezzatine just mentioned, you all hit us with the hard questions, and Sonia and I and Dr. Blake and Vic and Dr. Benoit, we find answers, and we don't run from the hard stuff. And that's one of the things that I really, really appreciate about our committee. And I know that that work will continue. The district continues to be in great hands with Dr. Blake and our team. And I just want to say that I will continue to elevate the greatness that happens in 28 in my new role. As President Mezzatine shared, I've transitioned to a new role in OSID, the Office of School and Youth Safety and Youth Development. So I continue the work with New York City Public Schools, and I will continue to elevate the voices, needs, and priorities of District 28 anywhere I go. So thank you for the opportunity to share, President Mezzatine.
Thank you. And we're still going to keep you on the email list, just in case you're in town. Feel free.
No problem. And I see a
All
few APs on. Thank you as well. AP Atlas, good to see you. Thank you.
So next, we have a few holidays as usual. We want to celebrate Cervical Health Awareness Month, aimed at promoting HPV vaccinations and early screening, Glaucoma Awareness Month, National Blood Donor Month, National Birth Defects Prevention Month, Thyroid Awareness Month, Mental Wellness Month, Substance Use Disorder Treatment Month, Social and Human Rights Observances Month, National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, National Stalking Awareness Month, National Mentoring Month, Poverty Awareness Month, World Braille Day was January 4th, National Human Trafficking Awareness Day was January 11th, We got Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 19th. We will be off. And International Holocaust Remembrance Day, January 27th. And World Leprosy Day, January 25th. And last but not least, I do want to welcome our new mayor and our new chancellor. I was able to see him on CPAC this morning. If anybody was watching the YouTube, I was on CPAC as well. But yes. So as we transition into that, I do want to bring something that happened in our community, in our district. We lost a 15-month-year-old boy, Charlie Ramreka. It was in our district in Queens on December 29th. And it's something, it was a young mom and she was going through something, and then it definitely costed him his life. And that's just something I just want to be reminded of. Like, we have to check on our loved ones. We're all, going through different things at different times, but sometimes just a little check-in on our friends and families could be the best thing when people are going through stress or, postpartum or anything that could be affecting them in a way. Sometimes they just need that extra know that somebody else is there in their corner. And that was really sad that happened recently in our community. And just want to acknowledge that. And another thing that we lost that I really took hard was we lost the Metro card last month. And, you know, I can only remember how many things I did with that. And, now it's just a memory. So, I played a lot of Boys to Men just to, really go through what I went through, those memories of what the Metro card and the journeys we went on, the adventures we had. I met my wife with the Metro card. So just wanted to throw that out there. And then, of course, we got a new chancellor, Kamar Samuels. Great man. I haven't heard anything less than greatness from him. So I'm looking forward to the collaboration that we're going to have with our district. And also want to just thank Melissa Aviles Ramos for taking the torch from Banks mid-year and just holding it strong and doing the best she can with what she had. And we want to thank her for her service and, transitioning now to better things, hopefully. So thank you, Melissa, and looking forward to meeting you, Kamar. And yes, so just great news. Some of you parents might have already heard, but the Shazat school that we mentioned, Queens High School for Sciences, that was at York College, we had a lot of students speaking up of the conditions, the environment. And even though they're the number one Shazat school, they did not have the best setting for their schooling. Well, I'm proud to announce they won the school. The brand new school on Hillside will be awarded to Queens High Schools for Sciences in our district. So starting the 2026 to 27 year, our voices, our concerns, our community boards, and our parents, your voices were heard and they responded where Queens High Schools for Sciences will be starting their 2026-2027 school year at Q497, the new school on Hillside, where they belong in our district, doing great things. So I want to just throw that out there as a win, another win for us in District 28. Thank you, and look out for our Chancellor's Town Hall for District 28 will be March 16th next month. We'll be sending out all the information to register, so you'll be able to meet our new chancellor in person in March. And look out for the class size committee meeting. A lot of class size questions have been coming. We will be having a committee meeting the last week of January. That flyer will be coming out as well with the confirmed date. Other than that, Happy New Year to health, safety, and abundance for all of us. I will now take the time to bring up our Superintendent, Dr. Blake, next to bring his report.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Pleasant good afternoon or good evening, and welcome to fiscal year or calendar year 2026. So thank you very much. Just want to say welcome to each and everyone. Let's look at our presentation. It's going to be very, very concise due to the fact that we have just gone back to school recently. I hope you have had a restful holiday. All the teachers on the call, principals, fellow members of the district team, parents, everyone, welcome. Just want to welcome you back. We are very excited about 2026 to continue to share our commitment to excellence in innovation for every student. Let's make this year one of growth, collaboration, and success. Our mission, of course, is always to improve the lives of our students so that they are able to be responsible, contributing, and productive members of our society. So, hence, the mission and vision of District 28 is really aligned to really improve our youngsters and to celebrate our differences. Of course, my 4 priorities remain the same: to improve math and ELA, and to substantially chip away at the chronic absenteeism, and of course to involve parents in our decision-making process. Standards, the district has come up with what we call non-negotiables. So the principals know about this, so I want the community to know about this. We have these non-negotiables. There's no excuse. We need to see this in all our schools. Standards aligned curriculum, which means that everything should be aligned to grade level standards, and our students should get the best of all the worlds there are, right? Small group instruction is being implemented in our district, where smaller is better in the sense that every kid can be reached. We also emphasize explicit teaching, where teachers model, guide the way, and release the responsibility towards independent practice. So it's called explicit teaching, is very, very important, explicit instruction. Then active student engagement, we constantly engage students through questioning, discussion, checks for understanding. And of course, everything is pinned with data. Data-driven instruction is adjusted based on formative assessments, check for understanding to see and to meet the diverse needs of all our students. So this is what we call District 20 non-negotiables, which are really grounded in the schools and what we do and how we do what we do very well, which is teaching students to succeed. Congratulations, as Quinton said, to our Chancellor, who was just my colleague the other day, and I know him before that as well. So we are thrilled to congratulate Kamar Samuels on his appointment to this mammoth task of being the New York City Chancellor. But together we'll work to make sure he's successful and that our students are the recipients of great work, and our families as well. So as a district, we look forward to working closely with him. I've already invited him to one of our schools, and he's on a tour right now to visit all 45 superintendents. So we want to make sure Queens is one of the major ones up front. So we just want to give our heartfelt congratulations as well and gratitude to outgoing Chancellor Melissa Avalos Ramos for her leadership and dedication. And we wish her all the best in her endeavors as well. Congratulations to Dr. All. As we mentioned, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. All and her outstanding service alongside with me in District 28. She has now moved on. And so the district is in the process of gathering different opinions to select, ultimately to advise me and in selecting our next deputy superintendent, who will be very hardworking and really represent the values of District 28 and to advance success and excellence. So that's coming up next. The CEC will be informed and everybody will be informed about the process of selecting. I'm ultimately the hiring manager, but of course I'm going to invite the committees to help with the interview process. Class size is one of the things we're elevating and lifting up in this year. All schools, all my schools, 36 schools, 35 minus the Early Childhood Center, they have submitted their class size applications, and right now they will be reviewed by Central between January and February, and then a final list will be issued. So we're very hopeful that we'll be getting our proposal approved. PS60, they have opened up their teacher center. Congratulations to PS 160 rather, on the opening up of their new UFT Teacher Center, which is very exciting. In fact, it was done today. So I want to give a big shout out to Principal Hicks, the UFT, for their collaborative efforts in making this vision a reality. The Teacher Center provides resources for teachers to strengthen the instruction so that our kids can benefit from that. So We have almost in many of our schools, we have at least one of those teacher centers. So I want to say congratulations to Principal Hicks for leading the charge and to support this come to fruition. I've been the teacher center on site. Way to go, MS 72, the Catherine and Count Basie Middle School, MS Middle School 72, they just came from their dance team, performed at the Radio City Rockets, the first middle school to do so. They had a great dance performance on the last day of the Rockets in celebration of their 100th year anniversary. The students performed to an audience of over 6,000. After the student performance, parents, students, and staff enjoyed the Radio City Christmas Spectacular Holiday backstage tour, visit by the dancers, pizza, and photos. So those pictures really capture that. So I want to congratulate Principal Sandusky and her team and our students and the parents as well for just keeping the grade 28 in the limelight. And summarizing, we are in winter, but we're planning for summer already. So we have begun the process of finalizing schools for summarizing sites, and more information is forthcoming, but almost about the confirmation of the sites. We want to make sure youngsters are continually being educated right throughout the summer. Summer doesn't mean time off from learning, so we have summarizing, and plans are well afoot where that is concerned. So I just want to say thank you very much for supporting district, the schools, all the schools in the district, and together we will rise. And that's what I'm saying. I'm, encouraging the families to continue to double down, because you are our major partners. We cannot do this alone. So I want to thank all the teachers, the families, the students, our greatest resources in the district, and to thank all my fellow colleagues, the principals who are on the call tonight. So that's my little abbreviated presentation, and I look forward to continue to elevate and lift up District 28. Thank you very much for your attention, and we'll be in touch. Stay in touch.
Thank you. Thank you. So much good news to hear. Thank you, Dr. Blake, for that. We really appreciate you. And next, I would like to bring up PS 121's Principal Nicholas Petrello.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. I can't believe we're halfway through the year already. It's flying. So thank you for the invitation to speak tonight. It's an honor and a privilege to be here to showcase PS 121. As stated, I'm Nicholas Petrillo, the principal of PS 121. Good evening, Dr. Blake, Dr. Hall, thank you for joining us. Members of the District 28 team, CEC members, it's great to be on the call tonight. The elected officials who are on, my colleagues and principals, other community members. And at my last count, I think there was about 20 of PS 121 teachers on, so it's great for the collaboration and community. That's what we do at 121. They're a fantastic, fantastic group of people. So thank you, everyone. So I'm going to speak a little bit tonight about PS 121 and who we are, and what we hold near and dear to us, and some new initiatives that have come in this year. So a little about me. So I entered New York City Public Schools in 2004. I began my career as a classroom teacher, grades 3, grade 4, grade 5. I was general education teacher, also the gen ed with the ICT setting. I was a science cluster and RTI interventionist at PS 97 in the Bronx in District 11. In 2012, I transitioned to school leadership as the lower school assistant principal at one of the citywide gifted and talented schools on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, Nest M. I moved on to join District 28 in 2015 as the assistant principal at PS 54. And I transitioned to principal at 121 in 2021. I've been a member of District 28 for 10 years. I joined 121 July of 2021. Since my time at 121, we have improved in our ELA and math proficiency 13%. We're currently number 3 in the district, which is fantastic for us. And I'm a member, or have been a member, of the Principal Advisory Group, which helps to tailor the principal learning sessions that take place monthly. a co-facilitator of Dr. Blake's initiative of the Principal Lever Groups. I co-facilitate the Assistant Principal Professional Learning that takes place monthly, and I'm also currently the co-facilitator in the District 28 Aspiring Leadership Pipeline. You'll see there that first picture is a bright-eyed, young, no bearded, new classroom teacher, and then fast forward 21 years later, there we are today. So it's kind of where we started to where we are. So that's a little bit about me. But tonight is not about me, it's about the community. So about 121. So we're located in South Ozone Park. We are a pre-K through grade 5 elementary school. We service approximately 686 students. We are a vibrant, close-knit community that prides itself on serving multi-generational families. We have a lot of grandparents, parents, and now the children attend PS 121. And we are committed to fostering an inclusive and supportive learning environment where every child can thrive. At 121, we do offer a variety of settings. We have our general education classes, ICT classes, self-contained classes, and we're also one of the few district gifted and talented programs at 121 as well. We emphasize collaboration, respect, and inquiry-based learning. Our staff, again, is fantastic. They work very, very hard to ensure that all students receive a well-rounded education that nurtures both academic and social emotional growth. And our motto at PS 121 is, "We are a beacon of educational excellence." So our demographics, you'll see there. Currently, our performance in ELA is 84% and math is 86%. And I put in our newest snapshot there as well to see that we do quite well. We were highlighted this fall for New York City Public Schools on their social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram. I was contacted by the press office to be highlighted and give a shout out to schools that have shown proficiency in ELA across grades. So that's something to note there as well. So what's new this year for us? So we've emphasized our student enrichment experience. We offer a variety of programs for our students, whether they occur before and after school. And the ones I'm going to speak to tonight is our basketball team, our cheer squad, our new step team, which is new this year, our soccer team, student government, chorus, our new newspaper club, and our MSK MBK program that is in year 2 as well. So our basketball team, just a little bit about us. Our basketball team is focused on teaching the young players the fundamentals and rules of basketball. Most of our players come to us with minimal skills and experience. They've played the game at recess or in more of an informal setting. The coaches, they break the game down into developing the skills and teach them offensive and defensive strategies. There's a Google Classroom that allowed the kids to post things and allow them to engage in some study outside of the school day. And it really transforms them into athletes. So there are some photos of them in action. I believe some of our coaches are on tonight, so kudos to you for all of your work that's being done there. Our cheer squad as well, fantastic. They meet twice a week in the morning at 7 a.m. The kids are chomping at the bit to get in to practice their cheer dance routines. Last year, they were honored with an invitation to perform at the Cheer Showcase. So that's also one of our highlights at 121 is our cheer squad. New this year is our step team. It's 4th and 5th graders who use body percussion, clapping, things of that nature to really get them into step and rhythm. Our mascot is the eagle, so we are the PS 121 Phoenix. A Phoenix is powerful and graceful in all of their moves as a stepper and their academics as a 121 student. Soccer student government chorus. So like I said, and I'm only speaking fast, I see the timer is winding down. We have our Soccer Eagles. This is a new program that's facilitated by our guidance counselor, Doreen Ramdath. There's also 3 other coaches, 5th grade, 2nd grade teachers as well. It's kids. Student government is there as well. Our senior singers is our chorus program that's been there for 15 years. Our newspaper club is new this year. That's facilitated by our 5th grade teacher. I believe she's on tonight. You'll see our kids walking around with press passes there. I put a copy of it, and they're interviewing staff, students, what's going on in the building. And the goal is to put out our Golden Eagle, our 121 newspaper, later on in the spring. MSK, MBK year two. Our kids really are invested in all of those programs that are happening. They really are drawn to it. It's really had an impact on our school community. Other events, we do community outreach, community highlights. We had our family reading night facilitated by our assistant principal, Josh Atlas, who's on the call tonight, where we really strengthened the literacy strategies between home and school. We had First Alert Weather in March of 2025. John Elliott from CBS News came. He facilitated a session with our fifth graders. It was fantastic. I was honored in April of 2025, the Michael Tomasetti Administrators Award, the Forum of Italian American Educators. That was a wonderful honor. There's myself and the CSA president. I was also asked to join the New York City Public Schools State of Our Schools address, which was this fall. That was a great honor as well. So I know I talk fast. There's a lot of things happening. I wanted to keep to time, but that is myself and both of our assistant principals. We were the three little pigs on Halloween. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your time this evening. I know I went over time. I apologize. There's just a lot to say, a lot of things happening at our community. So thank you all for your time tonight. I very much appreciate it. Thank you and Happy New Year.
Thank you. That was a lot, and thank you. I didn't know that, you were doing so many great things with the school, and you used to have no glasses and no hair on your face, and you got that. But hey, that's pretty cool. I love to see the transition before and now. So thank you, and hey, that was a great resume. So next, we have our candidate interview. So as many of you know, we've had vacancies on our CEC, and now we are interviewing, as you already saw in the email, our candidate that, after being vetted by FACE, has qualified to meet the requirements to be on our council. So I would like to turn it over to our second vice president, Jennifer Sobers, who will be leading out the interview of our potential candidates for our CEC.
Good evening, everyone. We are having a candidate interview session tonight. There'll be the same questions that were posed by previous candidates to make everything fair. And we will have 4 questions, and 4 of our members will be asking those questions. And I believe we have our candidate on.
I'm right here.
Linda? Cecily. Okay.
Yes.
Cecily, is that the name that you would like to be called? We have another name on the application.
Yes, my name is Cecily Shu, and some parents know me as Choo, but definitely prefer Cecily. Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know that. Okay, so our first question will be posed by our treasurer, Alicia. I'll pose the second question. Our member Annie will pose the third question, and our president will pose the fourth question. And we'll have how many minutes, President? 2 minutes. 2 minutes for responses, please, Cecily. Okay, Alicia, will you please start us off?
Hey, Cecily. Welcome and thank you for running. Question number 1. District 28 is very diverse, economically, politically, ethically, and academically. How would you approach building trust and ensuring that all families feel seen and supported through your role on the council?
Yeah, So I think this kind of ties to my background. I professionally, I work in go-to-market operations. So I do serve a very diverse pool of external customers, right? And like our customers range from mom and pop shops, SMB, all the way to Fortune 100. My internal customers and stakeholders vary from, product, tech, data, and leadership, right? And so with that diverse pool, we have to make sure that coming into meetings, your disagreement comes with facts and data, and you can voice your differing opinions with respect. At the same time, if we make a decision, everyone has to commit. So there's a phrase that we use as disagree and commit. And once everyone commits, we have to make sure that that's communicated to our stakeholders, making sure that they do understand why we have differing opinions, how those are considered, and when the final decision is reached, how those different opinions are taken into consideration, why we reach the final decision, what kind of constraints we have considered, what kind of trade-offs are made. So in my opinion, communication is very important. Obviously, we have coming from different, school district and as a parent, like people might have different interests, and obviously they kind of voicing their concerns and interests on behalf of the school or the kids. And we have to make sure that when we take considerations of those different opinions, we document them well. When we reach a final decision, we communicate them back to the communities very well. As a bilingual parent, I speak Mandarin and English. So I also do would voice the concern of, some parents might come shy. I do see that we have about 60 participants here, right? That this is only representing a very small portion of the parent total. So we have to make sure that the diverse voice are also heard from different communities and different races as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. For the second question, we'd like to know, what are the 3 issues or topics you are most passionate about highlighting on the CEC board? And why are these priorities important to you?
I kind of want to come back to my answer to the first question. I think it's communication. So my older son goes to PS 144. He's a first grader. And this year, the class size was cut, and everyone was, very grateful for that. Everyone's very happy. But at the same time, I came to realize that I don't really understand how those decisions are made, right? Obviously, fantastic. The class size will cut, and they have a smaller class size now, getting more attention. But what kind of trade-offs the CEC have made to make sure that they can have a smaller class size, and how are we reaching those decisions? So my first interest would be coming here and see what kind of decisions are made, imposed by superintendent and our president and the council members, right? How are we making these decisions as a community? We have so many schools within the district, and if one school is, making improvements and progress and getting funding, etc., what kind of trade-offs are we made that, second best option or third best option are not considered? And how are we making sure that we're benefiting the kids in the longer term instead of, just a short-term goal? So that's my first interest, is understanding how decisions are made. And given that I have a very heavy data background, I would also like to participate and help people analyze, hey, grounded in facts, how are we making these decisions? And the second, going back to communication. My second interest would be, I noticed that we probably don't have a lot of Mandarin speaking parents here in this meeting, right? Why are they not participating? So that's also my passion here. I do realize that, speaking to maybe some Mandarin speaking parents, they feel shy coming to the meetings and voicing their concern. And if I'm representing this community, as part of this community, I want to make sure that everyone's voice is raised, right? So that would be my second interest. Third, really quick, I'm super passionate about AI and how we can help our kids to be very resilient in the future that we're building for them together. So that's my third interest. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you. And I just also see a little note by our interpreters, if perhaps you just slow down just a little bit
Sure.
But thank you so much for that. Our next question, please, Annie.
Hi, how are you, Cecily? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to ask question 3. What unique skills, experiences, or perspectives do you bring that you believe would strengthen the work of the council?
I benefit a lot from my professional background. I've been kind of navigating in go-to-market operations in the past 15 years and currently working in big tech. We, as a big tech company, kind of ground our decisions based on tenets, right? When we say tenets, we're talking about principles. So I think our superintendent kind of opened up his speech talking about, hey, here are the 4 focus areas we want to focus on for our district and how are we making the decisions. So a lot of times I think the debates kind of come in and we say, hey, based on our tenets of making these decisions, tenet number 1, 2, 3, 4, we rate them. And whichever choice or option has the highest score, we'll go for that. So I kind of want to help the community and the council to build a framework and say, hey, we have these 4 or 5 tenets or principles when we come to different opinions, and how can we kind of sort of score them to come up with an overall score that takes the highest score opinion maybe into the highest consideration to push forward. So sometimes it's hard, right? When we all have different opinions and we want to stick to our opinion, right? And how can we use facts and potentially a framework to make decisions grounded by rules and tenets?
Thank you. Our next question will be posed by Quentin. Quentin, please.
Thank you. And 4th question is, are you willing to attend all monthly CEC meetings in person and serve as a liaison for up to 4 schools in our district? This would include visiting schools and building relationships with their communities.
Not daily, right? Just make sure that it's not a daily commitment. Yes. So before I submitted my application, I did some research and I kind of assessed how much commitment I need to make. If I make a commitment, if I submit my application and be selected, I want to make sure that I commit to, the hours that I need to commit. I will always be coming prepared, and I could commit my time and energy to this work. So I'm happy to attend the meetings in person and take 4 schools as a liaison.
Thank you so much, Cecily. I think we were just discussing other candidates had a little bit of an opportunity to generally give an introduction or a closing. I don't know, would you like to do that? Would you like to just say anything more that perhaps you didn't get a chance to say in your questions for another 2 minutes? Would that be okay?
I believe I covered most of the talking points in answers, and I just want to say I'm super grateful to even have a opportunity to be here, and I really appreciate this community and President Messeton and Superintendent Dr. Blake, and I know we have a lot of principals on the call as well, the council members and team. I know we're all volunteering, we're all doing great things, so it's really amazing to see. For this meeting, we have so many parents showing up, and the whole council team is committed to this mission. And obviously, our kids' future is in our best interest. And I do understand, from the earlier speeches, I do understand that in some discussions, we might have some differing opinions and we might get into some debates, right? But I want to go back to, the principle that we're talking about. We want to disagree, always voice our opinion. And also when we say our opinions that ground them by data and facts, that's more convincing. But at the same time, if we do reach a decision using some kind of tenets or framework, let's commit and let's make sure that, hey, this council already made a decision, let's be supportive. So I think that's it. And my older son goes to the first grade at PS 144. If there's any PS 144 parents here, like I will feel very happy to social with you guys as well. So if I would say if I am selected, I would always come prepared and always listen carefully. And my number one priority is communication. Like how are we delivering these messages to parents, making sure that they understand and they know how decisions are made. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Cecily. And my children are proud graduates of 144. All right, take care.
There we go.
Thank you, Second Vice President, for just handling that and just controlling it. Love, you did it beautifully. Hopefully, this is one of the last interviews we're gonna do for our council for a while. Cecily, thank you. Please stay for the whole meeting because we will be making our decision at the business section. But thank you for your time, and please feel free to stay for the show. All right. Next, I would like to just call on our elected officials to bring greetings. So first, I'd like to call Catherine Zapata. Let's see.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me? Good? Okay. Looking at the faces. I hope you all are doing well. For those that don't know me, I'm Kat Zapata, the Director of Education, and starting the new year off as the Deputy Director of Intergovernmental Affairs for the Queensborough President Donovan Richards. And as always, I'm so happy to be in community with you all. Um, And I hope you all had a great holiday season. I want to start off with thanking very much the District 28 team for supporting us in our holiday tree lighting that we had a couple weeks ago, where we had students from your very own district come and perform. We had PS48 and PS175. I'll make sure to get those pictures. We have a great video that we released on social media. So we're so happy to share that evening with them all and provide them with a small token for their support. Additionally, I know that this is a crazy month. I can't believe we're already focusing on what summer rising looks like. But in our office, we're focusing on Resolution A grant applications. And I've had the great honor of meeting most of the council members prior to the holiday break and discussing what that looks like. Our office, as many of you know, support our schools primarily with capital improvement projects. Just for this district alone, we've given $20 million in the past 5 fiscal years, and we're hoping to continue to grow the capital allocation this upcoming fiscal year. So all principals should have already received multiple emails from myself outlining what that timeline looks like. The application is open and it does close on February 27th at 5 p.m. We are requesting a PTA or PA letter of support for the priority projects that are outlined by each principal. Quentin, I will make sure to send you the one pager that just outlines what that looks like. We have a quick one pager for parents, for community members, stakeholders, etc., to better understand the process. Additionally, I would like to invite you all to the Borough President's Breaking Barriers to Tech fair that's happening on January 31st from 9 to 2 p.m. at the Hall of Science. Although registration is not required, it is strongly recommended. We are having a great turnout of support. We will be giving free laptops away. We will be having a robotics center. We'll be focusing on AI as well. So that information is forthcoming. But as always, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm sorry I took out, I think, a minute extra from your time, but I'll put my email in the chat box, and I wish you all a happy and safe January. And as always, if I ever could be of support, join you all in any visit or be of help, please always feel free to let me.
Thank you always, Catherine Zapata. And she doesn't just speak about it, she does be about it. I didn't say that right, but it's like I visited several schools with Catherine, and she does come. She goes. She's everywhere. She visits everything. So if you have any concerns, elevating them through Catherine's and the borough president's office, it's very helpful. So thank you. Next, I would like to call on Sarah from New York's Senator Comrie's office.
Hello, everyone. My last name is Badesi, sorry. Greetings, everyone. Happy New Year and happy holidays. It's good to see you guys again. I'm pretty sure we all needed that holiday break. I just want to go over some of our upcoming events. My first one is going to be a free paper shredding event that we're going to be holding at our district office on 11343 Farmers Boulevard. It's going to be January 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Next, I'm going to be speaking about the 11th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service event. We're holding that Monday, January 19th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be at the Jamaica Performing Arts Center. That's located at 15310 Jamaica Avenue. We're holding it in conjunction with Congressman Meeks, Queens DA Melinda Katz, Queens Borough President Donovan Richards, A.M. Cook, A.M. Heineman, A.M. Vanell, A.M. Anderson, Public Advocate Jumani Williams, and Council Member Ty Hankerson, Council Member Brooks Powers, Council Member Dr. Natasha Williams. Next is going to be our free electronics and textiles recycling collection event. This is going to be held on Saturday, January 24th, 2026 at our district office on Farmers Boulevard from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And lastly, we have our new recreation center at Roy Wilkins Park, January 28th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at York College. So please, I will definitely add all this information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. We always appreciate our representation from our elected officials. We have great relationships in our districts, so we always welcome our electeds. And now I would like all the principals. I didn't see a lot of P's in front of the names, but maybe you guys came after I said that message. But if you could just raise your hand, and then we could call on you guys to bring greetings. We want to acknowledge you and all the work that you do, how much we appreciate you. So principals that would like to bring greetings, please just raise your hand, and we will give you the floor. Okay, you want me to start calling you guys without oh, there it is. So we got principal from PS 101, Zachary Mack.
I didn't know that was part of the deal, but just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Thank you so much for sitting in, new to the district, and I wanted to get a sense. So this will be, gosh, the third CEC meeting that I was able to pop on just real briefly. So thanks all for having me, and happy new year to the team.
Appreciate you. Next, we have Principal Jacob Lau.
There we go. Good evening. Thank you so much for everyone who is here. Dr. Blake, thank you for your presentation and your leadership. Want to wish everyone a happy new year. Shout out my fellow principal, Nick Petrello, for his wonderful presentation and all the great things that they are doing at their school. And a special thank you to Ms. Bauer, who came to visit our school. She'll be speaking about it later. And thank you so much for your advocacy on the issues that we can collectively work on in support of our children. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Happy New Year. We're going to do great things together in 2026.
Awesome. Yes, we will. And next, I would like Principal Robin Signal.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's great to see everybody. Thank you once again for recognizing us. It's been a long day. Congratulations to my colleague Nick and his school community. You guys are doing some great work. I want to shout out my school community. You guys should check out those scores over there and how many parents are encouraged to participate in the assessments. And we're doing amazing, amazing, amazing work and fostering a community between our D75 program and everything. I see you guys looking on our Instagram, but you can always engage with us and just say hey or give a shout out because that Instagram is created by children. So it's our AV club. So the AV club looks very different than what we might have thought it looked like many years ago. So thank you for following. Thank you for acknowledging. Hello to everybody and Happy New Year. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. You're right. Got to follow that IG. I see y'all. Y'all be doing some great stuff. Next, we have Principal Angela Tishman.
Hi, I actually didn't raise my hand, but thank you, Quentin.
Calling you out.
I was ready. After I put the heart emoji up for Robin, I knew it was coming. Well done, Robin. Also want to shout out Principal Petrello for the amazing things he's doing at his school. It's a wonderful place over there. I can tell you that because Principal Petrello and I work closely as well as with Dr. Hicks and Principal Sandusky. We all work together to do our District 28 Aspiring Leader Pipeline Program. That was a mouthful, so I want to make sure I said it slow. So basically, for the past about 5 years, District 28 has had our own leadership pipeline program where we develop the next cohort of aspiring leaders. We work to give professional learning to people looking to become APs or principals within our school district. We are constantly looking for the great pool of talent that can become the next leaders in our district. Some of the principals on this call tonight, including Principal Mack, Principal Walter, and I'm not sure who else is here right now. I could scroll through, but they are graduates of the District 28 Leadership Pipeline Program. So I want to highlight that and shout them out. And this year we have a cohort of about 20 individuals under the mentorship of myself, Petrello, Hicks, and Sandusky. And we're looking forward to graduating our next group of ready leaders in June. So thank you guys for everything. I just wanted to highlight that program as a piece of our district as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'd like to call Principal Ramesh Walter.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you for calling me. District 28, Happy New Year, first of all to everyone. And I hope that we continue to grow in this partnership and in this community. It's such a wonderful community to be a part of, and I'm very, very excited to have been a part of this particular district. So the continuity, the collaboration between the schools and the ability to learn from such talented leaders has been really inspiring. And being a part of that pipeline is not partly, it's the reason why I am a part of this district. So thank you to all of them as well. And everyone have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. And last but not least, if there's another principal, please let me know. But I have Principal Dr. Hazel Ann Lewis.
Hello, and thank you so very much. I just want to say good afternoon to everybody, good night to everyone, and it's wonderful to be here and just to say I'm part of this great District 28. I'm grateful to be under the leadership of amazing Superintendent Dr. Blake, and wishing also Dr. Paul best in your endeavor, and looking forward to the support of all our district team, and I'm very excited of wonderful parents within the community. And we are excited for all our colleagues and sharing practice and learning from each other. Thank you so much for the great work and for CEC just spotlighting us to be able to be partners in this great work. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis, Principal Dr. Lewis. And next, what are we without our district? So I would like to start shouting out. I want to start with Dr. Benoit from our district office. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe she's driving. Don't worry. We see you in the car. So next, I'd like to go to Sonia Rueda.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. You know, as I'm listening to everyone speak, from our CEC board to Dr. Blake, the principals, you know, I've been asked, oh, we have changes, we have a new mayor, we have a new chancellor, what's going to happen? And I'm excited, but many things I have to say, I'm not sure, I don't know, right? Because we don't know all the changes that are being implemented. But one thing that I do know is the commitment of this district, the stakeholders that are here, the commitment for collaboration, for success, for growth, the principal pipeline, the presentation that Principal Petrello shared with all of you. There's a strong commitment in this room, in this community, which is what makes us great. And I think that ultimately is what matters, right? Even listening to the candidate interview, there's differences, and there are going to be differences. But what matters is that we stick together for the benefit of our families and of our students. And that is something that I'm very proud of, and that's not going to change. I've been in this district 23 years. We get stronger every year. And so I'm just glad to say that irrespective of what changes are around us, that we don't change. And so I'm very proud and happy to say that. We'll be doing a parent leader workshop January 13th, mid-year checkup, just like we have our physical checkups. Parent leaders need a checkup. How are you doing? You are volunteers, and it is a lot of work. And I always say that, and I take my hat off. It is work. It is free work, but it is very valuable and critical work. So just a quick check-in to see how you're doing. That'll be on January 13th. Also very proud of the collaboration that we do in this district. We work with other districts. We work with high schools. So I'll be presenting with Queens North this Saturday. I'm excited for that again. And lastly, before I get cut off, Quinton started mentioning about mental health. And so mental health is, you know, we can't have academic success if we don't have mental wellness. And so for our parents, for our students, for our community at large. So I want to thank everyone this evening and just looking forward to a continued partnership. Have a good evening.
Thank you. And I'm going to give Dr. Benoit another opportunity. I see she's still here. Yeah.
Thank you. I really just want to wish everybody a happy and healthy new year. It just so happened I've been at my desk the whole time, and the 5 minutes I took to take my daughter to dance is the time that you call on me. But just to echo what everybody said, from Dr. Blake to Dr. Hall to Sonia, all the principals, you know, we are the Great 28 because there is a true collaboration and a deep partnership with all of the stakeholders here. And no matter the changes, you know, that come and go, I think the commitment to that partnership and to that collaboration is what will not only matter, but sustain the achievement, the work that is happening here. So, kudos to all of the principals who are here, all of the staff members from, school-based staff, as well as the district staff. We have a few members here from the team on as well. So we want to, just thank everybody for all the work that they do, to ensure that we remain the Great 28, not just by name, but, for real, for real.
Thank you. And next, I would like to call on, we have, looking through, Raj, you are here.
Oh, good evening, everyone. How are you? Quentin, it's always a pleasure to be in community with you and the CEC. As always, we are here to support and make sure that the adults and the children in our district get the best education and experiences possible. So there's nothing else I can repeat that the team hasn't messaged. We're here for you. As always, please reach out if there are any issues, concerns, questions, and as you know, we always respond in pretty good time. So thank you.
Very true. Very good time and responses. So thank you for mentioning that. And I believe we have from the district office, Laris.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, and I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I'm happy to be a part of the Grade 28. I've been an AIS coordinator, moving from school to schools, and I've enjoyed the experience so far. This is a great district when I compare it to other districts, and I would not like to be anywhere else. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you. And I'm just going to reiterate what she said. This is a great district, especially when you compare it to other districts. She said it. I didn't say that. I always say it, but she said it. So I just want to just remind everyone that she said it, but I agree. So thank you for mentioning that. All right. And Leah, where's Leah? Let me just get her. You just raise your hand because I can't see. It's nothing. Hmm? Okay. So, hmm? We're gonna go to the list next. Okay. Well, before we go to our public comment, I want to take this time to thank the parent coordinators. I see you guys. We appreciate you guys for showing up. You guys work around the clock as well with your staff and your schools, but parent coordinators, you guys have a big role holding all of us together, keeping those PTA strongs, always reminding everyone of the regulations to stay in line so you don't get in trouble by Sonia. And parents appreciate you, the district appreciates you, we appreciate you. And I can't forget all the other school staff members, from the paras to the janitors to the school aides. You all are appreciated. And I'm supporting the U of T with what they're doing for the paras. Like, they are fighting a good fight, and I've been hearing about it, and it's getting even more traction. So hopefully all that goes through and you guys get that incentive that you are deserving of, because you guys have been working so hard to keep our kids educated and keep us safe and take the weight off the teachers as well. So you guys, we appreciate you. And I just want to acknowledge that here at District 28, we acknowledge and appreciate everybody that keeps our district strong, and all of us play a role from top to everywhere. So thank you. Next, we have our public comment. So we do have the updated list, but of course, we always recognize the in-person first, just because they took the time out to sit with us in person. So I know, okay. We have Sylvia Kathia. Awesome. Yes.
My name is Sylvia Totia. I am on the Community Board 13. I am a Queens resident for the past 20 years. I have been their award-winning nonprofit, Positive Women United, who has been in it is a citywide award-winning nonprofit organization for young girls and women of all ages. We're presiding under Councilwoman Sylvina Brooks, our district, and State Senator Leroy Comrie, and along with Assemblywoman Alicia Hyman. And I'm here to extend my support as far as also a parent, a mother of two. And I have a recent daughter who graduated from the Lawrence Academy CS 156. So she's currently in middle school right now. So I'm here to introduce myself in the organization regarding to providing resources under STEM and STEAM. STEM, of course, we all know is science, technology, engineering, math, and science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And here to introduce myself and my organization and my board team, and we look forward to committing and contributing as much as we can into the school 2026 on the year, and then meeting a fellow person here, right? Venus. Yeah, so thank you so very much. That's pretty much it. Okay. Next one. Yeah, same.
Thank you. All right, next we have our very own Venus.
Would you say President?
Hello, good evening, happy new year. It's me, Venus. I made a New Year's resolution to say less, and then I say I lied. So I'm here to introduce myself. Hearing Sonia speak is always so inspiring because it was because of her that I'm standing here today. When my son entered pre-K at PS 140, where Robin Hasbury Signal was an assistant principal back then, in 2011. So I'm celebrating my 14th year of advocacy in this district and across Queens and across New York City. And as I sat in my seat today with me and Sylvia, two people here in person, it re-energized me about my commitment to prioritizing parent voice because there are no parents here. And I am very passionate and committed that these spaces be a place where parents know that they belong, that they sit at the head of the table, and that their concerns will be addressed. And not only issues and concerns, but where they'll be empowered and informed, and they will be inspired to speak up, to sign up in the chat to speak, to come in person, and to get to know their leaders, their parent leaders, their district leaders, their school leaders on a more personal and intimate level, so that we can ensure that greatness is for all and that it's equal across our district, and that every child has a high quality experience in Queens School District 28. Again, I'm passionate. I don't stand up because I want you to hear me speak. I stand up because I hope there's a parent on the Zoom, because there are not any here who will say, oh, I have a concern, or I want to know about MTSS, or I want to know about my school leadership team. This year, I'm passionate about all building leaders publicizing their school leadership team meetings on their websites, making sure their websites are up to date with 2025, 2026 SLT information that is publicly accessible to all parents and families, and that principals are inviting their parents into their SLT as observers, even though they can't speak if they're not members of the team. But I really want to make sure that every district, of course, the city is uplifting parent voice and that parents feel inspired to speak.
Thank you always. Dropping mics over here. Next, I want to call. Oh, yeah, Vanessa Spark. Yeah. So, all right, let's. So next we have Vanessa Spark.
Yes, thank you. And Happy New Year to the Great 28. I bring you greetings from Community Board 12's Education Committee under the leadership of Education Chairperson Latoya LeGrand and Chairperson the Reverend Carlene Thorpe. However, I want to make an announcement. As of January 1st, 2026, I am now a member of the community engagement team for Councilman Ty Hankerson. So I will be coming to you from here going forward, representing the office of Councilman Ty Hankerson, who assumed the council position for another grade 28, January 1st. So I look forward to hearing from Dr. Blake and you, Quentin, and members of the CEC and other members of the team in a different capacity. I am going to put my new email in the chat for any questions you may have that you would like to forward to the councilman. And I look forward to my continued work with District 28. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations on that come up. Always appreciated and love working with you. Next, we have Natasha Diaz.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had an amazing holiday. I am Natasha Diaz, here from the Civilian Complaint Review Board. Here to just, share some information, some updates as to what we have going on. For those of you that don't know, the CCRB, we are a city agency. We investigate NYPD for things like bias-based policing, racial profiling, and abuse of authority. A lot of New Yorkers aren't aware of our agency, so I'm out sharing that information, but I'm also here to share that we have a youth advisory council and our youth advisory council applications are open. The deadline is quickly approaching. It's actually in about a week, but I really want to share it out as much as possible to as many people as I can share it to. I'm going to put the information in the chat as well, but it's the Youth Advisory Council is young people from ages 10 to 18 that are interested in criminal justice issues, and we are opening opportunities for them to share their voice and let us know how they feel about what the civilian and NYPD interaction should be, what the changes they would like to see, their experiences of what they've had, and just their input. Give them a platform to speak. So the applications are open. At the end of the year, they always have something. This year, there was a podcast where they spoke with the NYPD officer. They had some tough conversations. I think they're going to post it online, probably on YouTube. But those of you that know of any young people that's interested, please check us out. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well and the flyer in the chat as well, and my email also. So that's it for me. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. And yes, please put your information in the chat. We really appreciate that. And next we have our UFT rep, the one and only, the man himself, always showing up for us everywhere in this district, Mr. Bruce Ziha.
Oh my gosh, Quentin. Oh, thank you. But Happy New Year, everyone. It's great to see all of you as always. And the district is off to a great start for 2026. That was a really nice presentation by Principal Petrello about PS 121. By coincidence, I was just at that school today, so I had a great visit there, and I can attest to the fact that it is a great school, and there's a fantastic group of educators there and UFT members there who I also saw on the meeting this evening. So thank you to all of the UFT educators that are participating this evening on this meeting. So, a couple of things going on. Today, we had a wonderful celebration at PS 160, which Dr. Blake mentioned. We had a grand opening of another teacher center in our district in that school. Principal Hicks, chapter leader Megan Carey, and teacher center coach Miss Brown did an amazing job in celebrating the opening of that teacher center. And now in that school, our educators will have a place where they can enjoy top-notch professional development, which is going to translate into amazing success for the students in that school. And touching upon something that Quentin mentioned, yes, we do have a big push for our paraprofessionals. Our paraprofessionals are essential to our schools, our classrooms, our students, and we need to support them. Unfortunately, it's difficult to attract people to the profession as a paraprofessional because the salaries are so low. So we're trying to, as Quentin mentioned, achieve a salary incentive for that position. And lastly, there's also a teacher shortage in the nation, and we have difficulty attracting teachers. So what we're trying to do here in New York State is to make the pension for educators to be more attractive and reduce the age for a full pension from 63, which would mean going from 42 years of working as an educator down to 55. That will attract more educators to the profession and also retain them in the system. So with that, I am looking forward to a great 2026 and continued collaboration with the CEC and our great district office. And I look forward to continuing being a part of this great district. And I'm going to say it's the best district in the city. So there you go.
You said it, okay? Thank you, Bruce. So we were done, but we do have our past council member who definitely wants to share some insights, Simone Dornbach. So we're going to give you a few seconds to bring us greetings, even though you came a little after. But because you hold a good reputation in our district and you're loved by many.
Okay, now, and thank you. Thank you so much for making time. And I'm going to be very, very quick. And maybe it has been mentioned. My child goes to PS 303, the Academy of Excellence through the Arts. And this is a District 28 school. And I just want to let families know that anybody in District 28, no matter where you live, you can apply for pre-K and kindergarten to go to PS 303. They do not have busing, unfortunately, but the children can get, starting kindergarten, children can get the Omni card. And I just want to encourage families to apply from all over the district because it is available to any child. You don't have to be zoned. You can live anywhere in the district and apply. It's a wonderful school. I'm going to put in the details into the chat, and that's really all I wanted to share. Pre-K and kindergarten application is currently open, I think, until the 14th for pre-K. And I don't know for kindergarten, it's a little bit later. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That was some good information. You definitely brought that, and please put that information in chat so we can share that with our community as well. Next, we have our council members' reports and updates. I'm going to have our reporting secretary go down the roll call with that. And I really appreciate Kenya, who's been putting the timer on for 2 minutes because we've been staying within time. So we're gonna show you guys how it's done because you guys did it. So we're gonna just do it as well. So thank you, Kenya, for controlling the time, and I'm pass this on to you, Chantel. Recording section.
Good evening, everyone. All right, first we'll have our first Vice President, Lauren Clavin, to speak.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. It's good to see so many of you. I'll start off by just briefly mentioning what a pleasure it was to get to visit with a few of my schools in the past month. I got to spend some time at 86, and I had a good hang with Raj and Vic and Kat Zapata, and of course the 86 team. Always working to make sure that we're going to be following up with SCA to make sure that the building gets much needed improvements with their school building, hopefully. I also had the opportunity to visit with PS48. That was a true pleasure. And I just want to say that Minneapolis is in my heart tonight. There's some just horrendous news coming out of there, not only with the murder of a woman and who's a mother of a young child, but ICE raided a high school this afternoon, assaulted children in that school. And I mentioned that in this space because, with my heavy heart and my fear, not only for Minneapolis and our entire nation, but our communities who are being targeted. Spaces like these are really important, where so many stakeholders and just people who care can be together and collaborate and take care of our own communities that we know best. These are really terrifying times, and I know that it gives me a lot of hope, and it makes me feel good to just be with you all. I'm sorry I'm over time, but I just think that's really important to mention because it's what's happening right now. And I also want to say, I also was on CPAC this morning as a viewer. I saw the new chancellor speak. I wish Kumar Samuels the best, absolutely. And if you know me, you know that I will never stop talking about mayoral control. And I just have to say, congrats to the new mayor. Love it. Great. However, when we have a system like mayoral control, we see this disruption of putting a new chancellor in halfway through the year. And I think that we can, amongst many other issues that I personally and a lot of other parent advocates have with this very non-democratic process of school governance. And the mayor ran on reforming mayoral control, and now he's talking about, hold on, maybe not. I really do think that when you talk about wanting a more democratic process, it's hard to imagine such a top-down autocratic really control in any way promoting democracy when we don't trust people to know what's going on in their communities and have agency over what's happening in our communities. I think that's a problem. I think that CECs could really be entrusted to do a lot more. Again, we're on the ground with our schools. I think we could do with better budgets, not only for our incredible administrative assistant, but I feel like we could be doing so much more. So I have faith. I'm going to try to have faith and hope, but I'm not going to say that I'm not disappointed in the walking back of reforming or ending mayoral control. And I'm done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lauren. And we'll have our second Vice President, Jennifer Sobers, to speak now. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I attended quite a lot of meetings in December. I represented the CEC at the DLT meeting, the District Leadership Council. One thing that I thought was positive was that the person who's doing the summarizing, he was on earlier, is very open to hearing ideas and things that have that you have about summarizing and questions or comments about that. If you like, you can send the CEC box any questions, comments, or information, or just send them directly to me. I think that would be helpful, and I really think it's important to take that into consideration each year to make the program better because it is an important program. We also updated our DLT goals, which interesting ones were strategies to support community and family engagement, like increasing the use of AI for academic and professional purposes, and also things like possibly percentage of the New York City Rise College Savings Accounts for students as two examples of some kind of creative out of the box things that can be used for family and community engagement. I think is wonderful. I attended SLT meetings for PS 55, 121. One thing that was very interesting for, it's always interesting. My schools are and are doing wonderful things. D28 schools are amazing. PS 55 is having, they had a family, they want to have a family literacy night. And they were discussing how to try to get more parents to come and be involved and read to the classes and possibly in different languages, which I think is wonderful. They'll have 2 career days in the school this year. And they already had one in December. All of this SLTs were importantly discussing their CEP goals, which is very important for SLTs to be doing. I really liked Ms. Ketchum's suggestion that SLT meeting dates be put on websites for schools. And that is something that I will advocate to my schools for. Thank you so much, Venus. I was very privileged to sit in on the SLT of the Young Women's Leadership School. Looking forward to continued work with the school. I'm going to be visiting the school in January and see how the CEC can support the goals of the school. There are other things that I attended, like a class size law committee meeting, but I just want to end with saying that I've been extremely sad about the news in Minnesota. Really difficult, very challenging to get through the day. And they're playing the video I've seen it so many times, and it's just it doesn't get easier to watch. I don't know. I don't know what we can do specifically in that situation, but I definitely agree with Lauren. That's what I was thinking, like whatever we can do in our communities to support each other, to be decent and kind and caring and loving and supportive, that's what we need to do. Let's continue to do that at District 28. Love and peace in 2026. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Now I'm going to give my report. I'm Chantel Chambers, and recording secretary. This past month, I was able to visit PS 174 and meet with a principal, Dr. Lewis, and see really the great things that are happening at that school. And one thing that visit did for me is show me the power of parent voice. So Venus mentioned highlighting parent voices, and I think that is absolutely important in all of our schools. And if we can get more parent involvement, it's going to make all the difference in every school in District 28. I also got to visit PS 303 and PS 48 in preparation for our town hall, and got to have some great conversations with those principals. I've continued to, reach out to principals concerning their capital projects. So it's been a very busy month. And Happy New Year to everyone. And I always like to keep it short. Give a quick shout out to Natasha Diaz. I haven't seen you in a while, so glad to see you. And I did get to attend the opening of the UFT Teacher Center today with shout out to Bruce again. It was a great time. I attended PS 160 as a child, so going back there and seeing the progress that the school is making is always very touching to me. I got to see one of my old ELA teacher, so that's always great. And so I thank you, Bruce, and I think very thankful for all the great work that's happening at PS 160. Right. Thank you. And now we'll have Treasurer Alicia Bauer to give her comments.
Good day, everybody. I will share my screen to read my report. All right. On December 12th, myself and 3 other CEC members, Quentin, Paquita, and Kenya, visited school MS-287 and 2 others. And this is my report. The tour was conducted of particular school MS-287 by Assistant Principal Miss Adams. Notes were taken by me. The school has received building renovation grants in 2025. The school has difficulty with tracking the grants details, including responsible contractors, completion dates, and renovation details. The projects are as follows: HVAC system installation, sponsored by Rezo A. Budget is $550,000. Start date and other details are needed. Jamaica neighborhood plan, more details are needed. Gym renovation sponsored by Natasha Williams. Budget is $2 million. Start date and other details are needed. Restroom upgrade sponsored by council member, improved in November. Budget is $1.5 million. Start date and other details are needed. Computer room, Rezo A grant was received in November. More details are needed. The school has old windows that do not open. The 3-story building hosts 3 schools, which is Q008, Q287, and Q284. The indoor temperature fluctuates from very cold on the 1st floor to alarmingly hot on the 3rd floor during the same day. The staff and students on the 3rd floor have experienced heat exhaustion, requiring medical attention. New windows are needed for safety and health of everyone in the building. The water fountains do not work. Some of them are filled with standing water. Cafeteria and bathrooms are in poor condition. The spaces are old. The toilet seats are too low and sinks get flooded. PT and parent coordinators do not have their own rooms. The auditorium has a big hole in the ceiling. Falling debris from the ceiling has caused evacuation of guests from the seats below the hall. The 3 schools need educational grants to give the students a wider range of programs. In MS-287, the students entered 6th grade poorly prepared. It is a middle school. For the 1st grade, students could be new to the school. Always new to the school. Some of them need to learn phonics and other basics of elementary curricular. The students make good progress through the year, but the teachers need more tools to bring the students to the district and citywide levels of proficiency in academic excellence. The list of programs, extracurricular activities in MS 287 is short compared to other schools in District 28. They have dance, homework help, National Junior Honor Society, restorative circles, Saturday Academy, student council, technology, and yearbook. MS 287 have partnered with 2 Project Pivot partners to increase opportunities for students. As a result of this partnership, the school was able to offer a visual arts and DJ program to students during the regular school day. MS 287 was also selected to be an Arts Fellow school this year, allowing for an additional $80,000 in funding to support after-school theater programs. According to the New York City School Survey, instruction and student performance are areas in need of improvement. In response, the school has made adjustments to the instructional program to better support its rapidly growing multilingual learner population, which increased from 12% of students in 2021 to 29% in 2024. Outside the building, traffic and safety concerns. One-way street is needed in front of the building. Parked cars restrict visibility and flow of traffic on a two-way street. Crossing the street is difficult with two-way traffic. The school applied for Open Street program with the community board. However, because Open Streets program must be supported by school staff, crossing guards cannot assist contractually. Implementation has been delayed due to staffing issues. Dumping, abandoned cars, and the suspicious truck with candy advertisements have all been parked near the school for a while. The school made 311 calls. Additional enforcement has been promised, but has been inconsistent. After the visit, I got an update from Principal Lau. Emerson School, which is this school, MS 287, has been approved to open the first bilingual special education class in our district beginning in September 2026. This program will be taught in a combination of 2 languages, English and Spanish. Currently, 5th grade students who require this service must travel outside the district for 6th grade. Starting next September, they will no longer need to do so. This is a photograph of the window that is used as a display because it does not open. Auditorium picture on the right, and the large hole in the ceiling. It's this picture. The hole is located here, right to the next to this light. This hole is constantly crumbling and leaking. And here we are. This is the council members who visited the school on December 12th. I will stop sharing. Other members of our council also mentioned that the situation with projects and where funding is approved but no other action is taken is very common in District 28. I hope they will share more details, but at this time, we will be looking to assist the school with finding the needed details and to start those projects that are very needed. That's all I got.
Thank you, Alicia. Now we'll have member Luzal to speak.
Hi everybody. Happy New Year. So last month, one thing is, I was invited to PS303 to interview their new parent coordinator, and it was kind of a surprised that they actually have a multiple very very capable candidates, which is kind of rare. I mean, I've been involved before, usually like one candidate, but they have like three candidates, and two of them are parents. One is current parents, another is former parents. They're really high quality. They're they know the school very well. They got very deeply involved. So this is we had very very good time to talk to them. I think that's one thing. The highly engaged parents sometimes we talk about the parent coordinator are underappreciated position because it's pays so low. But in some cases, you can get a really high quality parent coordinator when their parents want to get involved. So honestly, they were involved free of charge before, as a parent. Now they got even though it's little money, but it's they probably care less about the money. They care more about the community, everything. So that probably the best situation. My son is in LaGuardia High School. Our new parent coordinator, the same thing. She was the president of PA last year. So her daughter graduated, loved this community so much, she applied for the job, and work with us again. So those kind of situations probably the best. But I unfortunately it's probably not going to happen in every school. But for those schools that have highly involved parents, this is a kind of a very lucky situation. After that meeting, we had the walk through the 303. It's beautifully new built auditorium. I mean, we maybe use it for a town hall or not. We will discuss later. Another thing is last time when the ICA Daniela report to us, I was talking about one thing is that the PS Fit 4, they have been I've been there twice in the last 2 years. They have a project that was allocated the fund, everything set, but never delivered. So Daniela had me for detail. I reached out to Principal Hanley, and Principal Hanley, give me some, conform with the detail, I observed, and I sent to ICA office. So those are the kind of thing I think I mean, we can, keep pushing, it's one thing that, we're going to decide the ICA project recommendation later, but it's one thing that we recommended. Another thing, they get allocated the money for the fund, then got implemented. It's, I haven't seen a lot of things that have been there for so many years. So it just, it take forever, which is a big problem. Yeah, I think that's all I want. Oh, one more thing, because this is kind of like on the moment after listening to Alicia's report talking about the program, they're gonna have like kind of funding for after school theater program. I think that's very good. I want kind of bring it up a little bit. I say if everybody what other people's opinion, we can think about a little bit. So we know that we have like GNT program for academic, gonna maybe later gonna fit into special high school level. There are actually also kind of special school for arts. The most famous is Mark Twain in Brooklyn. There's the like a talent school for arts. So they have kind of similar format like LaGuardia, Sinatra's kind of thing. So they have a formal training for middle school level. So because my son is in LaGuardia, so I know this, right? He has, saying, oh, one thing he didn't like is a lot of people, they know each other because they all come from Mark Twain. He was jealous because he didn't know anybody to begin with. But this is the thing, Mark Twain became a big feeder school to those art school. And think about this way, right? So 2 years, 3 years ago, I was the liaison for 354. I visited the school, they were introduced a few kids. They have some presentation to us, very cute. One of the kids, they say, oh, these kids are great because they had a program, right? So the ballet, I think it's called the ballet school or in Manhattan. So that school, right? So they also have a like professional training kind of thing. So they come into 354 every third grade for 1 year. They train the kids and they will identify the most potential dancer and invite them to join the school. Now, 2 kids was identified. One of the kids was at the presentation. It's very cute, a little boy. Honestly, that could change his life, right? But he didn't go because it's so far away. It's like if you have been to 354, you know that there is no subway or anything, like crazy commute into Manhattan every day for like third grade, fourth grade kids. So he didn't go, but this is a problem. It's a wasted opportunity. Consider if that kid went to the ballet school, and honestly, a boy is very valuable in dance. So probably going to go into either stay that school or going to LaGuardia or something. Highly pursued, male ballet dancer, and all the way to college. There's a lot of conservatory would really chasing, a well-trained, continuing well-trained, dancer like that, right? That's a great opportunity, but it didn't happen, right? So that's the kind of thing. If we, let's say in 28, we have something like Mark Twain, we would be.
But who's managing the time?
I'm sorry. It's too long. Yeah.
It's been 20 minutes already. I'm not kidding. You have to respect our time.
That's it. That's what I finished.
And it sounds a little racist that Black kids are supposed to travel for dead. What about academics for us as well? So that's what I'm giving. Oh, they're not successful with the SHSAT, so they should do this arts track. So could we move on, please? Be respectful of the.
That was ballet.
I think we're supposed to be having 2 minutes for each speaker. That's what you said at the beginning, correct?
It was
It's been about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's sounding insulting as a Black woman that he's suggesting that 354, which is in my community, should pipeline their kids into the arts and not into specialized high school.
No.
That's how I'm experiencing it. I'm not asking your opinion. I'm saying that everyone's supposed to be speaking for 2 minutes, and it's about 20 minutes now. So who's the next speaker?
We'll move on. Definitely. You okay, Lou? I just want to say I very disagree with the racist part. I don't know where it come from. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Lou. Now we have member Annie Koch speak.
Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm listening. I'm always listening to all you guys. It looks like I'm falling asleep here, but I'm not. I'm listening. I understand. I just want to address what just said here. I don't want to overlook your feelings. because that's what it is. I feel like the feelings that parents have, they're legit, every single person. And I've been listening to people throughout the month when I'm not here. And what I'm seeing, the underlying issues are not issues at all, but their feelings, their love for their children, they want them to succeed. And that's what I see. And they don't know how to get from A to B to C. So we're here to guide. And I try to do my best in my own way. I was a former teacher, former public school teacher, and going from teaching when I was very young to like always being part of education in some shape or form, and then eventually becoming a parent myself. And really, that's the powerful part where I can merge those two experiences together and really help parents. And I'm going to give you the example of someone I helped yesterday. She had a laundry list of things that she was not pleased about in the school. And she said, you know what do we do? I need help. Reaching out to us, D28, for help. I took that email. And after I took that email, I thought to myself, what can I do? And what can I share my experience that could shed something positive for her so she doesn't come away feeling worse off than she feels right at that moment. And I said, I would say, communicate with the person who works with your child on a daily, who's that person, the classroom teacher. It's mid-year. She's concerned about its grades. She's concerned about all these different aspects of her son's daily life. She can't see 6 hours a day, right? So she's like, what can I do? I said, find that classroom teacher, talk to the classroom teacher, find ways to connect to the teacher, and work with that, yes, on your own, while we can guide you. And I haven't heard back from her yet, but I'm hoping to reconnect to her. In that sense, while that's happening, I'm texting parents in my local schools, my liaison schools myself, and the stories are very similar. Everyone has a different thing, but I'm saying that the communication that we do, that we are the liaison, okay? And I know my time is up. I didn't get to share the biggest win of December. I want to shout out to Quentin and Bruce. I was laid out, the flu, and I was like, what's going on? He's like, answer these questions. There's like 14 questions on this thread, and it was booming. It was PS220. They had all these issues in their school, not having water fountains working. I was like, oh my God, I'm like doing this. And next thing you know, over vacation, we fixed it. We fixed it. They gave access to the fountains. We have 2 working fountains on the main floor. Again, small wins, small wins. And it's so frustrating when the wins are not big. But when the wins are small, at least for these kids are getting water. And also they patched up the bathrooms, which patch up means waiting for their funds to kick in for the big renovation. So all I can say is that I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that you felt triggered by what happened, and I'm willing to talk with you afterwards. And also, I'll continue doing what I'm doing, which is everything on whatever I'm doing not right now, but I hear you. Okay. So anyway, I'm done with my report. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Annie. Now we have Kenya Townsend.
Sure, I will time myself. Good evening, everyone. I don't have a super large report, but I did just want to say I mentioned that I was really happy to visit the schools with my CEC colleagues last month. It was my first time sort of like visiting a co-located school of the schools that I have. So I thought that was really interesting and brought a different dynamic than the individual one-on-one visits I've been able to do. So I really appreciated that. I also had an opportunity right before school start to go to PS80 and help them judge their deck the hall. So they have the students help with their teachers decorate the hallways, and myself and another community member and a teacher were also our guidance counselor was also there to sort of like see who is the winner for decking the hall. So I thought that was really cool, and to see the school after hours, right? So that was really great. I also had an opportunity to attend the inauguration of Ty Hankerson, who is my local community council member for District 28. So I think that it was really cool to hear the linkages between Ms. Sparks, who I know spoke earlier, also talking and hearing about what Community Board 12 is doing and some of their new staff. And just as this is my 5th month that I'm in the role, and I will say that there is definitely a learning curve. I'm seeing all the pieces tied together, and that's really wonderful for me. So I'm looking forward to what that looks like, and also pretty excited about our visit with the chancellor in March and having a chance to be able to view some of the schools and see what other folks have been talking about. And I used to be a parliamentarian, so I try to keep the time. So I'm going to be done. Thank you all.
Thank you, Kenya. And we'll have Paquita Williams speak next.
I'm scared.
Unmute yourself.
Did I?
Okay. Okay. Good evening, all. Happy New Year's. I don't know why I go last. I'm so tired. I'm going to keep it quick. I I visit the school. What is it? PS8 on Tuesday. I'm sorry. I'm going to start with PS40 with Principal Brinker and Assistant Principal Miss Williams. And I wanted to thank all of the principals for putting in for the SCA projects, because as much as, I want to go and try to write down and put together what you need, you did a wonderful job. So I'm just going to just touch on a little bit. At PS40, they have a washer and dryer. They implemented a washer and dryer. However, they need the dryer to be hooked up electrically, some electrical wiring, and then the hose to be run outside. So they need an additional line. They need an air condition, or they need and they would like an air condition in the gym and in the cafeteria. And that's, for the comfort of all. And the biggest project for 80, they wanted me to push. They need an elevator. They need an elevator on the side of 109th Avenue that will have access, so they can have access, from the first floor to the 5th floor. Okay, that's it. I'm nervous. I want to respect the time because blah, 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 blah. So let me just stop. We did go together at why am I so nervous? Oh my God. PS80. I'm sorry, not PS80, 08 with Dr. Lusant. And again, thank you for telling us what you need in your school. And I just want to push. There's a big hole in the auditorium with falling debris. So that would be a top priority in my book. I want to say all the schools are doing good. They're teaching the children various languages. They're very proud of the scores, the reading scores, the math scores, and all. I just want to share, this is my second year here. I think it's my second year, my second term here. And, my background is just I'm a PTA mom, I'm an SLT mom, I sit on this committee mom. And joining this committee, I see that you can only do so much. It sounds great. We're going to see what we can do. We can do what we have. Yeah, I know I put my box. We have a box. I can only take your information that's troubling, the community, and just pass it on, you know, like just pass it on. I might think you need an elevator. Someone else might think, well, we need tar on the ground. We need tar, you know, the ground to be tar. But I could just take all of the information, whatever you think is important, I can just take the information and bring it here and share it with the people on top. I just sometimes my thinking will say, oh, you know, like I'm not doing because I should be so deep. And reality is, this is as deep as I can get. So thank you for listening. We hopefully things that all in each, well, everybody's not going to get it, but hopefully whoever get it, it will be started and finished, because that's a big issue on projects getting started, DOE not paying, someone is this, that. So hopefully it'll get started. So anyway, no more from me. Thank you for my 2 minutes, and thank you for sharing your concerns. And anybody want to know tomorrow's my birthday? Thank you.
Well, happy birthday. Sorry, we have one more. We have Eric Gretsch. Go ahead.
I'll be quick. So thanks everybody. Fortunate to meet with all three schools this week. JHS 190, PS 117, and PS 139. The principals were all really welcoming and really informative. I learned a lot from the visits. Schools all look great. I know they all have needs and they've all submitted for the capital campaign, so I'll be discussing that later offline. I think what surprised me the most is the common thread that we're hearing here is that a lot of schools are allocated funds and those funds disappear into the ether. It was really surprising to me because I know they tout we have so many funds, billions of dollars in capital expenditures looking to make over the next few years, then a few $100,000 just vanish. And that's strange to me. So I hope we can try to put our heads together to figure out what's really going on. And I don't know if that's something that's common to other districts or something we're suffering from, but it was mind-boggling, not just for myself, but for the principals as well. And I feel they're probably putting themselves out there to share that information, so I appreciate it. But yeah, the schools look great. They're all very welcoming. I'm looking forward to joining some of their ongoing shows and celebrations over the coming months. I'll hopefully be joining Principal Grego next week for principals brunch. But yeah, so looking to get integrated with the communities and see how we can add value and join some partnerships. So thanks.
Thank you so much, Eric. And lastly, we have our president, Quentin Meston.
Thank you, Recording Secretary. 30 seconds real quick. All the Know Your Rights based on kind of stuff Lauren was talking about, it's posted on the district website when we're going to have our next Know Your Rights meeting. So just stay tuned, follow our district, not our website, the district superintendent's website. They post that when they have that. And D75, I will always recommend D75 parents, if you're here, go to our website and click on 811Q's link to go to their site because they have way more support. And we try to do as much as we can on our site, but our site is mostly District 28 general and special education, but D75 is specific, has certain things that are different, but we have the links and support there. And yeah, other than that, I visited schools and that is cool. But one thing I do want to recognize is I always visit my school to have good communication. And right now we're doing capital planning. So our conversations were just strictly that. But for my last minute, so what just happened here was very interesting because we need to acknowledge that when we started our meeting, Lauren, she definitely recognized that in the chat, we want to make sure that everybody's respectful at all times because we can control the chat. But I do want to acknowledge that we can't have our council or our meetings going out of order. So even if we have feelings from the public, and those are valid feelings because everybody's feelings are valid because this is the world we live in, we still have to do it on a respectful level where we do not need to have anyone feeling disrespected, even if we feel disrespected, because we are a great council. We can have conversations with each other. We can pull each other to the side. And even personally, I know Lou. Lou's been the senior of all of us here. I think he's doing 6 years bid. Lou means no harm. And if it comes out that, I would rather have that conversation with Lou, like, hey, Lou, respectfully, this is what I got from it. Please, like, is that what you meant? And he's gonna be like, no, of course not. Why would I do that? I meant this in the most great intentional way to support our communities. So that is something that we just want to control. If we do have feelings, please, as we show you respect, please show us respect in the way of just acknowledging, hey, I have something to say, raise your hand, just like we do in the chat, just because we have an order and a consistent energy that we have in this council, and we want to keep it like that. But I'm not unvalidating your feelings because feelings are something we all have. However, how we now take action on those feelings is our own responsibility. So that's one thing that we like to keep here in the order that we have. We're District 28 the Great, and we stay great because we have effective communication and a level of high respect for each other. So I just wanted to let that be known, and we know, Luke. So, and thank you, Venus, because we always value your acknowledgement, your expertise. Even when I first started, you were giving me tools of what I should look into, what I should do, PS 140 when I had that issue, how I should go about it. So I appreciate and value all your expertise. But then we can't have that. No. And I'm going to acknowledge that as well. Council members, Venus is one of many members that have sent me personal emails about, hey, I love your meetings, but if you notice our numbers drop when our council member reports come because we do take a lot of time. Not saying that we're not bringing valuable information and people don't care, but maybe people do not care as much as we think they do. So we should really work on summarizing our time, because even if you look at our past recordings, the parents are doing their part and us council members are going way over time giving our reports. Whatever we can do to respect them, they're going to now respect us well. But these parents want to go to sleep. They want to put their kids to bed. They want to go home and about their business. And we're keeping them up. And now we're about to do the business section. So it's something that Venus was speaking about her, but she was also reflecting a lot of parents that have sent us emails consistently saying that, could y'all do something to lower the time of your reports? So I'm not taking away anybody's valid reports, but you could summarize it because it is affecting the energy that we're getting. And even we could just tell by the numbers of the attendance that droops when we start doing our reports is a reflection of that. Is that something? Hmm? The reports are to give an update, but we can summarize our update. So if we even go through the recording and look at it, see if you look at the whole time, all of us, and see like, could that have been said differently to reflect of what I'm talking about and like really got the point across, or are we running over and re-saying the same things?
Yeah, but what about something like what Alicia did to put important information about the schools that are needed? Why can't she do that? She can't do that in 2 minutes.
Well,
So
you
you're
see,
saying, so parents don't care to hear about that kind of thing? Is that what we're to take away?
so it's like, you see, now we're assuming that parents don't want to care. We could start a newsletter and just give information that can just be valid, that's long, because we respect their time. So they respect our time, we respect their time, but now we're telling them, hey, respect our time. We're going to keep you here till 10 o'clock because we want to give you more than enough information. I'm not knocking the information, but maybe we could create a better way, system of, here's our newsletter, here's all this information that we've gathered that you can read on your own time, not to keep you up on a Thursday night overtime. So it's just, we could work on solutions. We could talk outside of the meeting. Yes.
Can I just, I did want to acknowledge, I do believe in parliamentary procedure and just in general, reports are really high overviews. As a person that has been coming to these meetings, I also am a bit confused, and I think we should have an offline here, wherever, discussion about what that looks like, because I don't think that we need to, because it feels like it's black or white, right? Either we tell everybody everything, like something that's really important that folks want to hear, or they don't hear it in the 2 minutes. And I think both can be true, where there's a highlight and you're expected. Parents on the Zoom and everything, we can drop the links for folks' reports for them to be able to now have ahead of time, which is really how meetings work. And then you can come here and ask questions and they can be resolved in the 2 minutes. And I also just want to acknowledge that everybody's attention span has waned, right? Just like over time, all of us are just like super zoomed out and doing a lot of things. So I also think that is important, equally important as like there's water in a school that's not doing well or something, right? And so I think it would be great to table that, to have like a discussion for like what makes sense, because obviously it worked at the last meeting when we were able to help Alicia with her stuff, right? So but I do think that it is a strain on a lot of different places. So I just wanted to acknowledge the both and.
Yeah, no, something we could work on. So we hear the concerns and we do like we always do. We come up with solutions. So I just wanted to bring that up. And outside of that, Spanish interpreters, do we have any one in the Spanish room that might have had anything? Oh,
No one in the Spanish line.
no worries. Thank you. And Principal Tishman, who's also a senior principal, also mentioned that she would love a newsletter as well. So that's something maybe we could look into as a council. But other than that, if there's no other business, the time is 8:57. Let's try to be back by at least 9:07. Use the bathroom, get something to eat, but it is 8:57. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone. We'll be going to our business meeting, but you do not have to stay for that. But please, Cecily, please stay. Thank
So
you,
I'm
everyone.
sorry, guys.
Good night.
Continue.
On the recording. Awesome. Time is 9:18 and we are now in the business section. Beautiful. Recording secretary, if you could please take roll call.
Good evening. We have first Vice President Lauren Clavin. Present. Second Vice President Jennifer Sobers. Here. Recording Secretary Chantal Chambers is present. Treasurer Alicia Bauer.
Here.
Members Lou Zhao.
Here.
Annie Cope. Present. Kenya Townsend.
Present.
Takita Williams.
Present.
Eric Gretsch. Thank you. And Quentin Mesitin, our president.
Thank you, President. All right, first on our agenda is our first Vice President. Do we have any discussion about absentee forms?
I do believe we're.
I have nothing to report from last month. Everyone was present and I think on time. So yay us.
Beautiful. Next, we want to discuss the logistics for the upcoming District 28 Town Hall. Does anybody want to start with us? Like we had, just to remind everybody, we had 4 schools that we were looking at. They were PS 175, PS 217, PS 48, and PS 303. So those were the 4 schools that we were discussing, and we could just go down the line and see which 2 we are going to submit to face. We got to give them 2 schools as a backup. They're going to go and make the decision based on the 2 schools that we give them. Right now, so if we start with 175, do we have anyone that has anything to say in support of 175?
Is that the public or?
I'm talking to us. Right now, we don't have public. Public is just here to look.
Observe.
Yes.
Like the criteria, what's
Yeah.
good?
Auditorium,
Access.
something to look into, yes. That.
Right, talking access, restaurants in the area. So then let's start with 175.
Okay.
Is it parking?
No, parking is very limited at 175.
Limited?
I visited 175. It's one of my liaison schools. And
Where is it located?
it's located, is that Forest Hills, Regal Park area? Regal Park. It's the other side. Yeah.
Train, so it would be a train route?
Train is not too far of a walk. MR train. I know there's some buses that go in the area. But parking was very, very hit and miss. You're lucky if you get parking. And 175 was on the news within the year during the last election because of they don't have ACs in their auditorium, so it became a sauna, and they made the news because people were still voting and passing out. They have an elevator, which makes them accessible, but the elevator breaks down as soon as too many people start going up and down. So they have a lot of reasons where I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that we should make that our town hall. 175 is a great school, but as you see in the capital planning that when you look at them, they have a lot of things that they need adjusted. One is the air conditioning. The walls are falling apart. No ventilation.
This is at one.
This is at 175. Yes. So no, they have it, but it has issues. Yes. It's known to conk out.
Healing.
Yes.
There's no PC.
Correct.
There's parking.
Correct.
So I think we should move on. What's the
Next,
with this?
I concur. Everybody.
Not in charge.
But we had to bring up it was an option. So does anyone okay?
No.
We can move on from 175. Anybody object? Yes.
Is it an opportunity to showcase a school that really needs help?
That's what we kind of do with capital planning. So it's not really no. Like, like, yeah, no worries. But that's something to bring up. So I will be advocating to get those things adjusted and those concerns addressed. So I will be fighting that. They are on the list. So we will be addressing those things. However,
The principal
over there,
75 say about hosting the chancellor.
everyone's okay with doing it, but she would feel much better if those things were addressed because she knows how uncomfortable it's going to be because she gets the complaints from the parents how uncomfortable when they have events are, and she gets complaints from they carry around the news report. We could just Google them and see the news article that they did, how uncomfortable it is. So it's like, do we want that?
If addressing it is in works or we're just talking
Oh,
about
no. They submitted their capital plan. So it's in the works.
That's gonna be ready by
But it's not gonna be fixed by March. Absolutely not. So that was 175. 217, we do know.
Wait, let me.
Yes. Go ahead.
Where's located?
Regal Park.
17?
No.
No.
Next, she's on the next
Oh, 217 is
Briarwood.
Briarwood.
Are we still talking?
No, we're done with it. We're done. Yeah.
Everybody agree?
Yes.
Over in the left?
We're good.
Okay.
Unmute yourself.
Briarwood.
Everybody got it.
They got you.
217's in Briarwood.
See located.
Briarwood.
Briarwood? That's not. Parking?
Yeah, that was fine.
Yes.
Parking?
Parking in Briarwood.
They probably have a few car parking for the chancellor. They probably will find a spot,
What about?
but not for the crowd.
That's right. What about me? What about the people, the constituents?
Street parking. Street parking.
Free park?
Street.
But is it free? No, it's not free.
Not free over there.
But it's accessible by train. They have trained everybody.
Yeah.
They've had it there before.
Yeah, we actually had our last town hall at 217.
The train, what's over there? The E?
The EF.
Yeah. So we had a town hall.
In the box.
Okay.
Next, move on, 48.
Yes.
So
Everybody-
Lauren and
Enthusiastic.
Lauren and Chantel went to 48. What were your thoughts?
I think it's fully accessible. They have a beautiful auditorium with a lot of space.
Unmute.
It's fully accessible. They have a beautiful, there's no steps coming into the building. Their elevators are in working condition. They have a beautiful auditorium with a lot of, I think the capacity is like 330. They have a huge stage that we all could fit on and everyone else that needs to be on the stage with us. They also had a room off of the auditorium behind the stage where we could, put our stuff and maybe have refreshments and stuff. So I think it'd be very comfortable. There are 2 accessible bathrooms right outside of the auditorium and then other bathrooms down the hallway. There is plenty of parking, street parking. Yeah, right around the school. Yeah.
Around the school?
Yeah. And say that again?
Did you two ladies go in the evening?
No.
I live there, so I know what it looked like in the evening.
What it look like, man?
There's a lot of working people, walking.
Lots working?
Yes, but we're talking about not 11 o'clock at night. We're talking about like 6 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Are we talking about what workers? Like
I live 3 blocks away.
Because I live in that area too.
I live 3 blocks away.
Okay. Well,
I lived there
I'll
all my
be
life.
quiet.
No, don't be quiet.
It's a valid.
But-
Listen.
No, you can bring your concerns because I know the good and the
Like
bad.
community, outside of like, I'm from the South Side, so that lifestyle, I know how to keep walking. But you haven't, other people come from other communities, I don't know if you might be walking or driving. And we got the ladies of the night, the men are selling whatever they're selling, and the ladies doing whatever they're doing, and I don't know. But it's still a beautiful place. The park is redone.
Yeah.
It's up in there. I mean, wait, I'm not my baby was born here, but that's another story. But I'm just saying, it's really nice. But that's my only concern.
I would like to see the chancellor come to a South Side school. We have 2 North Side schools on our list and Briarwood School that's in the middle. I know that we've had previous events there,
For the
but
last 5 years, we've had
that's
everything
okay.
in the
That's
park.
okay with me.
No, I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
Which park are we talking about?
Park right next door.
To the school.
The one like in the
Soccer field.
yeah.
Back. The event is going to 10 o'clock at night. I don't know how parents and kids, I don't know that.
It's not.
Is it
It
what would
finishes
the
at
hours be?
6:30, 7:30.
And everyone's gonna leave out?
Between 7:30 and 8, people will be parking.
Yeah, it is a walk. It is a walk to the bus. It's a walk to the bus. Yeah.
Or like, is that ridiculous? I'm just trying to address what you guys are saying.
Or safety agent? Maybe
Police is gonna be there. They're gonna be there.
No, I'm saying involve them in this thing.
Hey,
We'll do it
And
for
tell these people to keep an eye.
they could just walk the beat while the event is going on. If that is, I just offering us.
No. So let's just say that, okay, so we're gonna have 48, but we're gonna put all those concerns on it, right? So now we have 48, but according to, I saw some pictures, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have pictures of
Yeah, I'll lie then.
So now we got the last school.
Now.
We got the last school, 303. We got to make our decision tonight. Yeah.
So you're saying that the auditorium is nice because
Yeah.
I didn't like the other place, but that's another story. But the auditorium is nice. You have AC. It's so the only concern is the safety on the outside. Okay, and they got good restaurants around.
Okay.
But so we can put that as a go with the only concern is safety on the outside.
Okay.
I'm sorry, moving on.
So,
303.
all right, so 303. I just sent a couple of videos or pictures in the chat in the WhatsApp. That meets all the criteria. It's a blue ribbon school. It was recommended, and it does have parking.
Where's the location?
It's located. Is that area?
That's the one we went to.
That's the one we went to. We had mad parking.
Yeah.
No, it was daytime.
It was daytime.
No, but according to that community,
Daytime.
that part, like, it's always parking around the school.
It's like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it was, but that community doesn't go to the school. However, it does have parking. It does have the technology. It does have the space. And it's another option. So out of all the schools, it sounds like PS48 and PS303 are the top contenders to submit. However, we just need to know which one we're going to put first, and then as our first choice, and then as our second choice. So right now, we could just pretty much do a vote. Everybody's here?
PS48.
Yeah.
The public transport.
The Q60 bus takes you.
The 60,
directly
the
to-
6.
The Q6.
It doesn't near somewhere.
It's
No.
from the EFJ. Correct me. Yes,
It's
it's like a
not-
20-minute walk.
It's a
from the
walk. No, I
train
wouldn't
and
walk
then
it.
a
You would take the
20-minute
bus. No,
minute
I
bus.
walk it all the time, but I would say take the bus.
Yeah.
Take the bus. And yeah, that's what I was like, take the bus, for sure. You would take the Q6 bus.
PS 48. 303, that's Regal Park too?
48.
Pre-
It's the 303 go park?
303, that's Regal Park 303?
Okay.
What is that? Is that 30? That's Regal Park. Okay, so let's do a roll call real quick. So,
We're going just,
So-
school is first.
oh wait, man.
Second.
Okay, so okay, yeah, let's just see. How do we do that? So we should just say the school and then see how many people vote.
Just ask what everyone wants their first choice.
Okay, yeah, we'll just ask. All right.
Your best shot is parking on 3.
Yes.
There's a lot of parking.
Yeah, lots of parking. That wouldn't even be an issue. It's not even a question how much parking they have. They have more parking than houses. And the houses have driveways. So, but let's
There's 5 blocking.
because they're 9:32, we gotta go. So, all right. So right now we're gonna do a vote, guys.
Well, sorry, I have a question.
Yeah, do you have another
Sorry.
question?
Did anyone say, those who said you didn't like, somebody said they didn't like 303, did they say
Oh, yeah.
why?
The stage is kind of narrow.
Yeah, the stage
Stage is
small.
kind of narrow. Okay, no, well noted.
Felt like
Noted.
she also had a problem with her technology. She needed someone an AV person to come and fix it, something like that, and couldn't find one. That's what she said.
It's something they always have to.
AV.
Someone that's gonna do all the technology.
That's not our concern.
Yeah.
They'll bring their stuff. Okay, good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
A different tech. Gotcha.
We have.
Do the sound.
We'll set a date that we'll do the walkthrough, we'll see about the technology.
Okay.
piece, If they need to bring all the equipment, the
No,
microphone.
Okay.
gotcha. So they don't have to worry
Don't
about
worry
that.
about that. That's
Okay.
cool.
So all right. So what we could do now,
We're voting for our top 2.
our top 2, but in the order of 1 and 2.
Okay.
So, recording secretary, if you can just go down. So right now, you're giving your vote for the ranking of the 2 schools that PS 48 and 303, which one should be the first and which one should be the second option?
We'll put like one we had before.
217 and 175.
What, 217.
That's the one we did last year.
Well, why rule out 217 again?
Because we did it last year.
Because we did it last year. So, do you want to keep 217 on the list?
I can want to because one, it's really close to subway.
Mm-hmm.
So subway is always better than bus, in my opinion.
Valid.
Second, we done it before. I think it's okay. It's not too bad. I have all the things we done it before, so we know it can happen, right? So why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you take the bus and train, you'll just feel what the South Side feel.
So let's give our first and second. So we're gonna go down the list. Everybody just put your first out of those options and your second. Because we have to submit 2.
What are we choosing from? All 4? Or
Yes.
just-
Yes, all 4. We're choosing from all 4, but you heard all the opinions and the validations of all 4. So which are your top 2 in the ranking order? But Chantel is gonna go down the list to kind of get everyone's, and then we're just gonna see who has the most, and we're gonna submit those and move on.
All right. So, first Vice President Lauren Clavin, could you tell me your first school and your second school?
I'm gonna say 48 first, 217 second.
Okay, second Vice President Jennifer Sobers. What do you think?
I'm gonna have to abstain because I had to leave the room, but I generally would, my preference is for a place that is a lot of parking and that's close to a subway.
Okay. Myself, Chantal Chambers, I choose PS 48 and second choice would be 303. Treasurer Alicia Bauer.
Oh my, 217 first choice, 48 second.
All right, and Luzal?
217 and 48. Right, Annie?
I'll go with 217 and also 48.
Kenya?
It was pretty difficult for me because I actually don't know anything about 48. I did like 303. That's the only school that I saw. I do also think that there's a point of having things in the South Side for folks. So if I could do 48 and 303,
Okay, equal
I don't
to-
have a,
What's first?
I don't know.
She doesn't have really have a preference. Okay.
Yes, I don't have a preference. Yeah.
Okay. 303.
But those are two schools that I stick.
Okay. Kita?
Let's do a hotel. Okay, so I'm gonna go with, first, second choice. I tried. It says 217, 48. I'm gonna do 48. So it's Crackville, but I'm going to do 48 and 217. That's only because we're in the neighborhood.
All right, Eric. you done took Eric out.
I'll go. Here at 303 and 217.
Why you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No problem.
All right, President Quinton.
Okay, I'm gonna go first with 303 and then second 48.
Okay. All right.
It won't be as bad as I've been talking about.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
And you know what? The principal will probably have them all chased out.
The cold weather has kept it a day. All right. So
Probably just,
all right. 2 for 303. I think 217 won first choice, it looks like.
No,
No,
that's
no.
6.
1,
48 got first choice.
2,
According to my
3.
notes. Did you tally too?
That's 1, 2, 3, and then 48, 1.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, those are one.
48.
Yeah, I just tally up who said which school. Number 1.
So 48 and 217, I have a tie for them. That's what I
Yeah,
have.
48 and 217. But I have more than 48.
More for 48.
So 217. But even if she's, but 303 is not even close.
Okay.
So it would be 48 and 217. So A, B. 48, 217.
All right, so, all right, after council members.
We came up with the tally. Right now we have. No, you got it. So right now we have 48 has the most votes, and then 217 is second.
Sorry.
Yes.
I don't know about.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't. I mean,
Everybody, what?
For the attendees.
Well, no, it's open to the community. Yeah. Well, they're supposed to. Our goal, we're gonna invite everybody. It's like they have the open invitation. They don't, but they could.
No.
We're worried about the parents, I guess, more. They don't want to hear that you guys have complaints. So I know. Okay, so
It's not gonna be done by Marcus, but they go.
okay.
You misrepresented 217. Did you say, excuse me, Miss Alicia, was that the school you took the pictures where they had all of that stuff back there? How come nobody said that?
So she got a lot of that stuff addressed. A
In
lot
the
of those things were fixed.
chat.
However, it's still, you know about it, and it's still one of the most voted schools. So we had it last year. And they still had all those problems. So those problems just got a little worse, but some of them been there, and we had it last year. So it's just like, and that was 2 years ago. So it was one of those things, like in the midst of it all, we still had a successful town hall. So it's like,
Remember the president, the chancellor.
I don't think he's gonna be walking up and down the halls and checking the capital plan and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not concerned.
Yeah, and it's an hour. It's from 6:30 to 7:30.
We might go to the fire under whoever.
I don't think that's what he's coming for. I think he's coming to check the building's quality. He's trusting our judgment, but Base is going to go themselves and go and do what they need to do
Yeah.
and make the decision. So they could always come back and say no to what we said and say yes to something else. But they're gonna just we gave them two options. Yes. Yes, please.
So as we do the walkthrough, we will attend. Our technology person is going to attend as well, yourself. You and vice president will attend and we'll do the walkthrough and then we'll have the conversation of what all the things that we need, we'll remind you like if this works, if it doesn't work, then we'll have the other option of talk about, I'm not sure what school we selected, you said 217.
And 48 or something.
Talk all about the safety issues and all. Well, yes, right, those concerns.
No problem.
Another question.
Real quick.
So say we need maybe we might need just one more school that can work out. Like
We don't.
we trying to work with you.
No, it's like
Great.
I feel you. I feel it's on the list, but let them. If they come back, we know.
Yeah,
If we come back to this, we'll let them know. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to figure it out with those two.
We'll have the legislature.
So all right, so we will be submitting that to FACE. First choice is 48. Second choice is 217. Next on the meeting agenda, our recording secretary.
All right, so at this time, we've been showing the minutes for December's meeting. Unfortunately, our wonderful administrative assistant was a bit under the weather. Thankfully, she is back and well. So I would like to make a motion to table the minutes for December. We can review them in February.
I second.
Thank you.
You did too. And about that, like so. Next, we have our vote on CEC 28 candidates. So right now, don't know if all of you guys saw, we did get an email from one of our candidates, GK, that he was stepping down at this time from the candidacy. So we have two candidates that are still available, Alex and Cicely. I keep messing. Cicely. All right, cool. So I guess like what we'll do is just we could mute and turn off our cameras real quick and then just have this conversation and then we'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on, Lou. Hold on, Lou. Because oh. There's a procedure. Give me a second. Yes. So Alex couldn't be here due to childcare issues, but I'd like to make a motion to enter into an in-person executive session where we'll be discussing the candidates and amongst ourselves and then come back with our vote. Second.
Second.
Thank you. We'll be right back. All right, please turn the recording back on. And we were just in executive session, so we're ending our executive session where we left to make a decision on the candidates. So right now, our recording secretary will have our vote for the first candidates.
Which is, name it.
Start with her while I find it.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna be voting right now on Cicely Chu. So we'll start with first Vice President Lauren Clavin.
Yes.
Second Vice President Jennifer Sobers.
Yes.
Recording Secretary Chantal Chambers, yes. Treasurer Alicia Bauer.
Yes.
Members Lou Zhao.
Yes.
Annie Koch.
Yes.
Kenya Townsend.
Yes.
Paquita Williams. Eric Gretsch. And President Quentin Mezitin.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Cecily, welcome to District 28 Education Council.
Thank you so much. Super excited to be part of the team.
Oh, you got to make a quick statement. Give me a second.
Me? I was just saying thank you so much for you guys, and I'm really looking forward to partnering with you guys and learning from everyone. And there's gonna be a lot for me to learn. I'm super excited for that, and at the same time, like I'm really looking forward to joining the team and making our community better.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you. All right, recording secretary.
All right, and now we are going to be voting on our second candidate. His name is Alex Segura. We'll start with first Vice President Lauren Clavin.
Yes.
Second Vice President Jennifer Sobers.
Yes.
Recording Secretary Chantal Chambers, yes. Treasurer Alicia Bauer.
Yes.
Members Lou Zhao.
Yes.
Annie Koch.
Yes.
Kenya Townsend.
Yes.
Akita Williams.
Yes.
Eric Gretsch.
Yep.
And President Quentin Leviton.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Alex.
Alex, you are
I'm
now
part of District 28 when you see this. Next.
On our agenda, Sorry. Next on our agenda is we're going to finalize the principal's capital planning project request. Second to done. So, did all council members rank in our sheet that Annie put together so beautifully? Or does anybody need to do that now?
What sheet?
Did they rank the schools? I know. So, cool. So let's just, and if you don't mind, or Chantel, you already got it pulled up?
No, yeah.
If you want to share screen?
It's loading. Just give it a second.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we'll have Chantel is going to share it on the screen so we could just see if we could just tally it up now and just submit those 5 schools.
Let me pop it out. Just this week.
Hmm?
Let me pop it out. Tax. There it is. Sorry.
You're good. Take your time.
It's coming. Here it is. Okay. Should I scroll over to the votes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. So anything that gets 6 votes or more essentially is a done deal.
Well,
there's 10 of us, I mean, so.
Top 5, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's top 5.
can we make it well? So
From there, we don't do one. Just 5. That's cool.
yeah.
Something real. Some place.
Let's see which. So now that you got it up, right?
Looking at the total.
The total, isn't it at the end?
This is this like Frank is then good.
It's gonna look like first grade. She actually has so much more space.
I just shrunk it. I mean, I can shrink. They're trying to time real issues.
Yeah, the
Real, it's just that's get this out again. That's
I know like the budgeting is perhaps 16%.
minutes.
One school may have $1
Looking at the students, they're soft.
Okay, hold on. Let me just write that down while you're doing. 312 has 6.
That's right. Extra. Yeah. So this is not, no, we're not. And Lauren has 4.
So Lauren.
Lauren, you have
Yeah,
one
4.
more to carry.
One more vote.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's
4.
there.
I didn't when I.
All the stakeholders, you get.
Fam service.
That's a part that you get.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You get super.
I checked it twice at home.
Did you already check 175?
I'm sorry.
135. You didn't check it already?
I don't know. Kenya, you have an extra vote. So it should be.
I meant to.
Okay.
It's too late. We don't get whole stay.
I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
Because we don't.
Yes, I did.
So, okay, let's.
We have to just get the vote separate. Make that your color.
Oh, 15. I wasn't gonna do that one. There's been so many. There's no tiebreakers. Are there? Okay,
I
fine.
know. That's what the reason. So at least we know we're going with that.
Okay.
Like somebody.
Over here, Goofus.
Somebody in the she answered, that's the AC, that's why. Once they're there.
Oh, okay. We're good.
Okay, so that's fine.
Ready for the next one?
All right, so who's there? Pakita? Oh, she's on Pakita. Okay, so once Pakita's done, we have everybody?
Yeah, Kenya, I still see 6 for you to start reporting.
She's like 99. Excellent. That we have revised and everything. At construction authority. I'm not doing great escape thing. I'm the one who can make it happen. Like,
And if you go back year over year, that was it's not.
Been trying for me to about the types of pictures. It's projects with no from that.
Shooting 5.
All right, just wait for Kita's last 2.
Thank you. That's Pakita.
She's one.
Yeah, one.
No, it's just a kind of. We just said that PhD forgot the data. Yeah. Yeah, and somebody show up then. That's really like, oh my God.
No, somebody else did. I
No.
don't know who, but.
It's no good. I think so.
It has to be done tonight, right? It could be done tomorrow. Somebody just has to commit to doing it.
Doesn't do the justice, that's why I don't do it. That's.
Then now it's ranked the ranking to budget.
So you know what?
Then.
We're not going to rank it as a. We're gonna take the top 5 and then let's just say it's us 3 that's going to stay. Do y'all want to work on this together? How do y'all feel? Do y'all want one of us to just take the responsibility to do it?
Still wild to do this.
Oh, no, I agree.
Yeah, so I couldn't help her attention.
I'm gonna do it like that. Let's get everybody's vote.
Can you do
5 and then we'll just let's get the 5
Right next to me.
and then we'll make the decision on how they rank. But everyone's gonna get the attention, but we're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We won't make it up because then we'll be here. Yes. Okay, so can we easily make the 5 now?
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Right, it's good now. Everybody.
Now what's the total? How much we got?
Race.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it, none of these that. But before it.
50? 50 is 3.
Where's 50?
55 is discovered.
55 is one.
Just came to 40. And now I really only have 4.
It's 4.
At each of their, and most of it was
Fifth grade graduate.
that, just like nothing is
Then 101.
You know, and it's
101.
2.
the money left on you for.
157.
157. 1.
Where does it go right out? I've telling you.
12.
Grade 12.
No.
Yeah. The school construction authority, I don't think so. Well, they're the ones, yeah, it's. in the-
highest.
Yeah, no. And that was appropriate. Oh, that's right. It
332
goes-
0.
No problem. It's under 0.
They're
Yeah.
Right. 156.
4.
Great question.
It was 3.
They actually said you say kind of understood. But they seem to be very small oversight or 99, right, Lou? I mean, Michelle says 96,
before, right?
It's up in there.
Actually,
99.
yeah.
Give a look.
Yes.
That's 55.
And do you remember where you are? Yeah, to last, not at the skeleton.
Seven, 1. So if we just do this, we got 6 and 6, 10 and 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, and we have 4 and a 4 and a 4. So now, so we're gonna ask everybody else to just kind of see which one of those we're gonna put through. All right. All right. All right. Order. We came up with something. All right, guys, we did the tally just now. Akita, we got some news. So we got the top tallied school is PS 54 with 10. Then we have 175 with 8. Then we have 312 with 6. Oh, wait a minute. So we have 312 with 6. I have 312 there twice.
Come on, do you?
Yeah, so
Did they say?
Start from the beginning.
Yeah,
from the beginning. So PS,
To Charlie?
yeah.
It's already on there, but we just
kind of
count the ones that have 0 votes.
I got you.
yeah. If it had no votes, we didn't put it on the sheet. But what has 10 votes is PS 54.
54, 40. Yes.
54. 54.
How many votes?
10.
So that's number 1.
No, yes. 175 has 8.
Yes.
And then 312 has 6. So now the next highest number is 4. And we have 3 schools, 99, 140, and 190.
I'm
99.
I'm on 99 right here.
No.
No, I took yours off.
So you take 175 away, that'll still keep this.
I'm happy to move my votes one preschool.
Okay, so no.
I can move.
Yeah.
So if people want to move from 54, because that has the most, they can still stay there.
Needs to do that.
One of y'all move will give us 1 school.
I'm happy to move.
Which one?
So what school?
Or
Take it from what's wrong. Someone attends it.
did you vote for that school already?
Everybody, it's just 10.
Smart.
Yeah. Okay, Madam Vice President.
Is that my 40?
Okay,
Quentin, could you name those 3 schools that have to again?
okay. So 190,
190.
140,
Just
only 99. And 99. Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on 140.
Yes.
So all right, so 54 now has 9 and 140 has 5. So now we have 190 and 99.
So 140 takes place number 4?
Yeah, take it.
Yes.
And then 190.
140?
Is that you? Yes, what
Do they need?
140, they have ventilation issues in the auditorium. And no, they have the water problems. So they have unworked, they have pipes that don't work. It was messed up before and then it just started messing up again.
Kitchen or something.
But yeah. The other stuff is
I was,
well,
I
but
was
the
thinking
water
of
is the,
putting it in 140, my bad.
no problem.
41
We
at
need to see
Irving.
what the issue.
But 190,
Go back to the issue.
so who's the liaison for 190?
Give me 1 second. Maybe.
Anybody?
Used to be liaison for 190.
Oh, 190.
No.
So 190.
Russell Sage.
Oh, that's 190.
That's.
Yeah.
I didn't know the name, the number.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, did they discuss any of their concerns?
Biggest concern they had was that they have money that's been appropriated and it's been allocated. I mean, their request is for $1.3 million for new laptops.
Wait,
Talking about
they,
this
they,
one,
they, they want laptops?
99
They want 12
bathroom. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Mhm.
enough. They get discretionary
190.
funding laptops. They,
Yeah,
did you say they wanted laptops?
Yeah, we're going for safety. It's
I
not a
think
safety
we-
school?
PA
Oh, okay, so,
That's a Steve.
so, okay, so wait a minute. We're pushing the safety, safety as a metric, so.
Yeah.
But the
Was-
PA system,
Who needed PA?
190,
99 is safety,
bathrooms, 99 is bathrooms.
99 is bathrooms. So, oh, with 99.
They did need a PA system.
190 needs a PA system, that's a safety
They
issue.
Oh, that's the PA system?
It's on the list.
Yeah.
Did get funded, should do the bathroom in this last time. So I thought that we should, I was looking at, things that were maybe not
Okay.
like 190.
What's the page?
I don't know, even a lot of that's based on, I don't know, well, it's an interesting point, but I don't know a lot if that thing is.
That's why I'm up.
I'd go over that. That's the question that they got is a little list of things. They look at this health and safety, so they have, it's more than 40.
So 99, they have more than.
It's like a STEM lab and
Let me look at 99.
bathrooms, all this, all this playground.
99 is just it's bathrooms, 8 bathrooms. Oh, it's up.
Well, I'm sure we can find this one.
But it's an upgrade, it's probably not gonna take. We already have that sector trolley
Workstation.
I still want that see that particularly
Bathroom versus the PA system?
No, it's not just PA system, so in 90.
Do they not have an AC at all?
For 190?
Yeah, do they not have one? Or, cause it says they don't have an AC for the gym, cafeteria and auditorium. So
I thought
do they not have one or is it they want a new one? Was that the
upgrades.
See, that's
But
HVAC
that's-
upgrades.
yeah, that's
Summarizing
because
the
I
site, but it's not a good one.
I don't know.
needed a.
That's what I'm saying.
12 laptops over here.
I don't know. That's it.
100 new.
But is that even something that's way covered?
That's
I don't think,
covered.
I don't think HVAC is covered.
And yeah, ACs are not covered either. I mean, at least the ones.
So we take it away from
Window.
Sage, then we give it to 99.
Right, I already got 99.
Okay, no, so that means we'll give it to 99.
Like what's 99 now?
Bathroom.
Bathroom, they need 8 bathrooms.
That's the one underneath. That's 19 to go on it.
And that's not cool, that's 15.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. All right,
There's 3 bathrooms and people.
Yeah, cause I
wrote down people that said they need a bathroom.
yeah, that was,
I wrote down.
that was how I felt too. That was my priority. Unfortunately, when I looked at the ones that were selected, they weren't back. The ones that were selected last year.
what's worse? 99.
That was
It's in there. 54.
Maybe.
Yeah, but you also use windows with, I mean, my day,
Rakita,
I cracked those gigantic.
yeah, she got help with that. It got fixed.
They don't want them dreaming.
That's what we're gonna do with the ones that don't make the list. We're not gonna give up on them. We're gonna still address those concerns and see how we can get those addressed.
Regis.
Oh, wait, is that
Which is finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like, so we're good with this.
Yeah, we're good for that.
All right,
I just-
so council members, we are good. So after 99. 99. So we have 54, 175, 312, 140, and 99 that we are submitting. All right. So now that we came up with that decision, does anybody else want to add anything else to that conversation? Because we're pretty much done. We tallied it up and we kind of came up with these 5 schools. 54, 175, 312, 140, and 99.
My query really is that are they all the same? Or Russell Stage, for example, one of them, computers, just specific for $100,000.
54.
Not really. We're not looking at the cost of it. We're looking at it's like, because they have it. But my whole thing is how they allocate it is based on the need. So they're gonna address the bathrooms. They're gonna address the things. We shouldn't think about like they don't have it and they're counting costs. They're going to like Dollar Tree. Nah, they have it. They just want to see where they need to focus it. So they're not just looking at the price. They're looking at the need of it more. So
But I think Alicia was saying last year they funded the small private.
they did.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Brenda shared what got financed last time.
Yeah, it was really
That's the metric.
Yeah.
Just be cheap with it.
I mean, who knows, really?
But we
Graduating class to Rochdale Village.
okay.
I'm
But at least
watching the 72.
we did come up with a decision of these 5 schools that we're gonna submit. And just like we mentioned before, we're not giving up on the other schools. We are gonna address those concerns. We are gonna leverage the district and the UFT and everybody else, all our partners, stakeholders, to see how we can still support all the schools on the list. But these are just the top 5 that we're going to submit to SEA and do the paperwork with.
May I?
Yes.
Just a clarifying statement, we are submitting all concerns, but the
Yeah.
ones that are on the top are
Yes.
these schools that we listed. But everything is being submitted.
Everything's being submitted. Yes.
But everything of those really belongs to SCA, right? We're saying here is that they're not gonna fund air conditioning, they're not gonna fund computers, there's probably other sources that we should look for.
And we will.
Computers.
We do. Yeah.
They do fund computers. It's on the list.
They do, that's a different question, but if you look at the advertisement, I guess, what they do and what the conditions for approval, the technology, playgrounds, classrooms, bathrooms, all on it. All of this that we see in our request, all of it, what school construction authority say they could do. Yeah. But if we, with time, find out that certain projects they absolutely don't take, that's a different question. We can ask them why. But they should take.
And we could definitely email them and ask them those specific questions. But for now, we've made our decision.
We did this faster than we did our.
I love that.
That's the goal, to learn from the guys. So next on our agenda is there any other business that we did not mention that we want to bring up, or do we want to just adjourn and we will meet with a conversation via email if anything else pops up after this? So the time is now 10:14 p.m. and this meeting is adjourned.